till whenever.
Joe, are we doing the after thing?
Hey, this is
so
Bearded Practitioner. We're live. We are on the reviewers table. What's going on, guys? I see some people already in. Jolly old fat man. What's going on, Bam? We got what's going on, Johnny? He looks like he's doing a dance out there. What's going on?
Johnny's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's fine.
Johnny's good.
Johnny's just checking his camera.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good.
Pretty.
That's right. What's going on, Tyson? How are you?
Sometimes you got to be a little full of yourself, you know. Sometimes.
Well, you draw that. You color the beard. You gotta show it off, right?
That's right. And how's that going? It looks good.
Sorry, what? I got two questions at the same time. What was that?
I got grays coming in. I got a lot of grays coming in.
I have leftover hair dye, so don't buy it
to me.
You don't have any grays?
Oh yeah, I got a ton. You just can't see them on camera.
Oh,
Mr. T-Beard.
That's why he's always so far away from his camera. He ain't letting you see the gray. He's making sure.
He just get the image. Then if you got a booger in your nose or something, like people see it.
I've never noticed you have grays. I was like, oh man, Tyson's got good genes because like his hair is like solid color. There's no.
I got like tons.
Hey, Barden's
Hey, Adam, what's going on?
But then again, I think you're
Adam,
like
man.
maybe like 10 years younger than me.
Adam, man, my package still hasn't gotten here, man. Right. And it's not your fault at all, sir. It's just the insanity that we're all dealing with over here with shipping. Unfortunately, it has still not arrived. It's horrible.
Oh, that's crazy. That's too bad. Adam's stuff is so good. What did you buy?
The Tyson, the one that won your beardy.
Oh, tobacco bourbon leather.
Oh,
yes,
that's a good one.
Yes.
Yep.
Oil, balm, butter, and wash.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, everybody kept telling me how amazing it is. So when I made my first order with Barden, I got Tyson's collab, actually, the restoration, which I love. So I was like, all right, well, this is my second one.
About restoration.
Oh, not restoration. Wow. Yeah. I'm on my game tonight, guys.
It's all good.
Reform. Thank you.
Is that tobacco bourbon leather right here?
The TBL is nice. What do I have?
Smells so good.
I have a good mint list. I like his so one of my sons absolutely loves his coffee.
Oh yeah, the coffee maple praline. Oh
yeah,
that's another one.
That's a good one.
Did you guys need this tripod? This thing is awesome. Like it's just a little mini tripod.
It's for a camera, right? No, I got no use.
Oh, that is nice. Which one is that?
On it? Manfrotto. It's a Manfrotto Pixie.
Oh, cool.
It's like $20 or something. I don't know, but
well, I mean, I got my little tripod that Dave, that beard guy, sent me. It's got the little holds my phone.
The Gorilla Pod.
Oh, that's nice.
The Gorilla Pod's good too.
Yeah, I've been happy with it.
I want them when it's like a gyroscope. Like no matter how you move your hand, it keeps it stable.
Yeah,
I want to play with one of those so badly. It's like $150, $200.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like when you're like running around.
Yeah. I was watching a lady just doing some shots with an iPhone and with a gyrocam, and smooth. Just like I mean, it was just really smooth shots. And she just put a little bit of slow-mo in it, and it just looked really nice. And she was just like next to a lake. It was sweet looking. I love that stuff.
Yeah, iPhone's pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? I have been really pleased with a lot of the iPhone stuff. I just had to migrate up. Oh, you got the Android. That's right.
Yeah, I'm an Android guy.
I got the Android too. It's not. It's all right. You know.
Yeah. Johnny, listen, Johnny. Easy. All right. Are you all right? We don't like Apple, and actually, my house is split right down the middle. Right down the middle. Okay. Half the house loves Apple, the other house is Android. Never shall the two meet, and we've learned to live with that one.
I can go live on 3 different fronts and have a try. Yeah, I did. I did it. I actually have it. It's up on my channel, like me testing it out, and I have both phones up and my webcam, and I'm like in 3 different positions with 3 different cameras.
Have you watched? So Dan has
every position on every camera. Johnny looks like he was going to hurt somebody. Every one of them.
I'm smiling.
That's actually scarier when you do that.
Johnny is so special.
Johnny should be at 1,000 subscribers just for the abuse he takes for this community. Like, just based off of the things he has to put up with, carving his head up and everything else, he deserves to be at 1,000.
Oh, absolutely beyond that. I think
I've done multiple blood sacrifices already. I don't think the devil's
I really like your overcam shots. So when you're doing the breakdowns and you're doing like the pieces overhead. There's overhead.
That is such a pain in the ass to film. You have no idea.
I was trying to figure out how you rigged it, because I know a lot of people that actually rig it from a ceiling, and either there's like a net that's above them, and it kind of like is able to do that, or they have a rig of some sort.
What I do is I grab my big ass ring light where I put my phone on, and I use the, I telescopically raise it up high, and then I just flip the whole. When I say flip it, I really am flipping the whole thing over, like the phone.
You guys need to get yourself some like.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it the hard way. I know there's easier ways to do that. There's easier ways to do that.
And of course, Tyson has it somewhere.
I know he does. He's got the stuff.
You get this.
Yeah. All right.
And then you put your camera on the end, and then you have this sitting on your desk, and then you can adjust it however you want. So your camera's looking down.
I need something like that. That's what I need.
And this is actually made by Elgato. I mean, I'm sure you know them as a gamer. The Elgato Stream Deck. They also have a light. And then they got some of this. They got the stupid webcam thing that you don't need anymore that I paid for. Just all that annoying stuff.
Listening to this conversation with a dirty mind. Bam.
What's that beeping?
Oh.
My battery charger's done. It'll stop.
All right.
In a second.
Bam's funny.
You know what I like about really going on live on other people's channels? Like, nobody I know, no family members of mine, or no friends of friends of mine, real friends of mine will ever watch it. They don't even watch my stuff, so I know there's no way they see this. You know what I'm saying? I can say whatever I want.
Johnny's saying he can come in here and be like, "Yeah, my parents and my this and my." They're never gonna see it.
It's if I do a live, because I'm gonna be linking it to my Facebook and all that stuff, and they can potentially see it even though they don't. But here, no one's gonna see it. I can talk shit about everything.
See, Tevin can't even stay away from us. He's in the chats. He's like, "Hey, I'm on vacation, but I can't live without those guys."
You're on vacation, you can't spend an hour. Come on.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but this is supporting your brothers.
I mean, listen, you just go in the bathroom or something and tell your wife your stomach's bothering you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you haven't gone live on the toilet before, Tevin. It's all good, bro.
No, but is he home?
He's only worked for so long, though.
That's
true. Well, so that one Kylie review. So that one Kylie, her first live stream, I was out in the backyard, and I just kind of left, meandered out, and nobody knew where I was at. And then all suddenly, about half an hour, 45 minutes in, then the wife caught on. Like, what are you doing out here?
Dude, look at that. Look at how it works. Yeah.
That's camera awesome. Just
stay still. He might go out for a run and that camera will stay still.
Yeah, I could just be like, oh wait, hang on, there's a way to turn it to selfie mode, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, there we go.
Holy shit, that's motorized.
Yeah.
Nice.
And now it'll say selfied on me.
Gimbals.
So then I could go for a run.
The first check of my new job. That's what I'm gonna
Gimbal. Everybody needs a gimbal. What's the cheaper version of a gimbal, but you just have I can't remember the name of it.
You put your phone on a tripod and you carry around a bowl of water with you.
There you go. There's something that's like a tripod where you have a handle and it does
Yeah, it's just this. So this is a tripod. It goes in like this, and I just hold it like this with my camera on it.
Yeah. I got one that's a shape kind of like a gun. It's got a grip on it, and you put your camera on top of it.
If you then basically, I always just run a quick connect on the bottom of my camera, and then I run the Manfrotto thing. So anywhere I go, I have these. I have one of these in my car, my tripod, this. So then my camera, both my cameras have these on the bottom of them. So then I just can snap them in real quick, and then my camera's on. But my gimbal does not have one of these because you're all talking about weight, so you're trying to keep it as weightless as possible.
Right.
But I don't use my gimbal because I don't know what I would use it for. So now I'm kind of wondering why I have it.
You're going to do some cool B-rolls. You're going to do cool B-rolls.
I don't know that you could really do. I mean, like, I have a slider and everything. I mean, I guess I could do cool B-roll with this, but like, I don't know.
That's what the lady was doing. She was like doing these like outside next to wherever you could be wherever you want, where you're not you couldn't bring a slider. Like,
I mean, you can do cool B-roll like just with your hand held, and then you just fix it in post. You know,
right.
Like all my shakiness from anything I fix in post. Because I mean, if you use a good system, yeah, I think I'm gonna send it back. I think I have time to still send it back to Amazon. That's what I love about Amazon. Just send it back.
How far do you have before you have to return it?
Depends on the seller. Most of the time it's like 30 to 45 days.
That's not
I mean, I might have just jumped out of the time frame for this one. Let me look. In that case, then I'll keep it and I'll try to figure out why I need it. Just because I've literally never shot video with it yet.
Oh, Tevin, he's running late.
You can like do like walk, your vlogs on the go. Like
yeah, but this camera and lens both have image stabilization in it. Like I've actually walked around with it before, and it like has zero movement at all. So it's like I don't really
need it. Damn,
camera's doing it. Yeah.
So it has IBS and it has the lens is actually that way too. So then,
the camera has IBS.
No, dude, I have IBS.
The way you eat, I'm not too surprised.
So is it IBS or is it ISB? What is it? Image stabilization?
In-body
stabilization. Yeah, it's IBS. Yeah.
Well, there's another version of IBS too, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's not going to give you stability in your camera, no.
It's the opposite. Like,
quite the opposite.
Like literally.
Yeah, so I have until. See, I can return it. I ordered it on May 15th. I don't know.
So you have a little bit.
It doesn't tell me like when June 12th. I have till June 12th.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Today's June 12th.
Oh shit, that's today.
I need to hit the button like right now if I want to send it.
Like you better hit that button. Like
run to the closest UPS store.
I'm hitting it. Oh, I don't think I need it. I don't need it for $230. I'm sending it back.
Yeah.
Refund your Amazon account balance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
And now you just take it to like whatever store takes Amazon stuff, right?
If you haven't had a purpose for it by now,
Well, I just do UPS drop off, and it's like so awesome because it costs you nothing.
That's what I do.
Your smartphone, they scan it, and you leave, and then you get your money within like 4 hours.
Yep.
And then I can go find something else on Amazon. Confirm your return.
That's crazy. I've never returned anything.
Good job. Look at that.
Good job, Tyson.
Just got in under the wire today.
You did.
Now you can get.
See, we helped you there. We just
helped for that camera that you got.
Yeah, now this camera's paid off because I sold my M50 to pay. Well, okay, so anybody that doesn't know, I'm gonna give you guys all a secret. If you're a tech sort of person, like if you ever shop at B&H Photo, all you have to do to get an EDU discount is literally know somebody that has a college, like a school email address. So like Johnny, you probably have one, don't you? No, you're contracted. Or do you have it?
Yeah, I have one. I can use it for a couple more days. So
yeah, so go sign up for an EDU account. The camera is like normally like $650. I got it for like $615 because of EDU discounts.
Oh wow.
Can you tell Tevin it's a secret? It's a secret, Tevin. We don't whatever that is, it's a secret.
What's going on?
You just EDU everything.
Kerry from Define wanted Tyson's swivel thing, and Tevin said, "What are you going to use it for?" And Kerry said, "It's a secret." Shh. In other words, he told Tevin, "Shut up, ain't none of your business. Mind your business."
Well, I mean, you can go on Amazon and buy it, but now, see if I'm smart, what I'll do is I'll just go find a cheaper one for like $100. If there
so you can return that one too.
No, just return this one, get my $130 back, because right now $130 is more important than having this thing sitting on my desk.
That's true. Yep.
If you're never going to use it, then it's
Yeah, I don't know that I'll ever use it. For my B-roll, I usually just I have a slider, and then like I now have a lens. Like I used to have a fixed lens, a 24 millimeter fixed. Now I have a 24 to 70. So like I can do moving shots by zooming in. So I don't really think I need it.
Is that with that is a 24 to 70?
This is
or the Sony?
I don't know what the Sony is. Something like that, yeah.
That's
but my
really
Canon
nice.
is too. My Canon is
Your R?
Yeah, I got the 24 to or the 17 to 70, I think is what it is.
Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. It's a long range.
It's not scamming businesses. If you can get an EDU discount and you have an EDU email address, now you want to talk about scamming. Here's a scam. If you want Adobe Premiere Pro at the EDU discount, you don't even have to have an email address. You just say, I go to this school, you hit submit, and they give it to you.
Oh, wow.
So, like B&H at least like verifies the email address. And hey, I have an ex-wife who is in college and has a email address. Not my fault.
Hey.
It ain't scamming. It's taking advantage of the opportunities there. You guys ever order anything on Wish.com?
No.
I thought about it because I saw something I wanted, but I was told that it takes like forever, but I don't care about forever. Have you?
No, I care about forever. Amazon's pissing me off because they're not even meeting their 2 days anymore.
Yeah, they're not. No.
Wish is supposed to be like really long term, like it takes a month or something.
Yeah, I've ordered stuff off there before, and it took like a month. And then they reached out to me the other day, and they were like, hey, would you be interested in making a video showcase or doing a review on some products or whatever? And I was like, well, what are the terms? Like, what do you want? They're like, just like a 30-second to a minute quick review of something. And we'll pay $300. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm interested in $300 for a quick review of something on Wish. And so they did though is they added $300 to my Wish account. So I basically got $300 worth of stuff off of Wish for free. I mean, there was no contract or anything, and I haven't heard back from them since I made the order. And they wanted the links to the things I ordered, but I haven't heard anything from them. So I ordered like Aubrey a new bed set. I ordered a sword to hang up on my wall back here, like a cool sword, and then a couple batteries for the RC cars, but they charge you like shipping on everything. So it's like, oh, this is a really good deal. It's only $20, where in the States it's usually $40. Oh, you want $20 in shipping now? Okay, so it's the same.
Oh, okay. I'm on it now, just checking it out. They have what the hell?
That's a long question. So somebody
that's a long. I mean, that question just blocked me out.
Yeah.
What is
that question?
There you go.
Hold on. What is that question?
I was like, really,
it's a big question. So somebody anybody?
Yeah, I'll read the question. All right, question. I'm testing products, mostly bombs, that has essential oils, but mostly bombs. That has essential bomb. Yeah, like a bomb, dude.
Like a pipe
bomb on an airplane.
Bomb?
Why
are we testing bombs?
BALM.
Bomb.
I'm from Jersey, okay? It's the way we talk.
Yeah, so he doesn't
that has essential oils, but they do not cover the carrier or the carrier's ingredients. Someone says it's just that essential oils can't mask those. True or not? That's the question.
Well, it depends. I mean, most essential oil bombs, you do smell the carriers, but a lot of carriers can smell different. So if you're using like pure yellow beeswax, like that has a stronger scent than white beeswax because it's not as refined. So it depends on the carriers, but yeah, essential oils, in my opinion, don't cover up as much either as fragrance oils do. And maybe they're going light on them because they're expensive. I mean, you just never really know. You don't know how much essential oils are in there. You don't know, some beeswax smells stronger than other beeswaxes. Shea butter and mango butter both smell. So if there's either of those in there, that'll definitely hit up the scent too. But I've smelled a lot of. Is it smelt like SMELT or is it smelled with a D when you're talking past tense? Like I feel like I can say I smelt that.
Smell.
I think it.
So
Let's.
I don't know if you're wrong either way you say
it. You're melting it. Aren't you like blacksmithing if you smelt something?
That's.
Well, I smelt it like it past tense. I smelt it at some time.
Smelled.
I think it's smelled. I think it's like I smelled it.
Smelled.
Yeah, smelt is actually the refined metal piece.
I gave it a snifferoo. I mean, that was the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I just Googled the bad because that's my friend.
Smell. What? How do you say smelled past tense? Smelled. Like smell ed. Smell ed. Smelled. Smelt is when you're blacksmithing. You're making.
I was at Lowe's today, and they had
Lowe's.
At Lowe's.
Chris, I didn't know you were. I actually, you know what? I tried to look you up the other day on Instagram to talk to you, and I couldn't figure out.
Bring him in here. We got room for two.
I don't know what his.
That channel TCTBNL, just like that.
Ping me, and I'll have you because.
Ping? How old are you? We don't ping anymore.
Did you just say ping?
He said ping me.
Oh my God, dude! My dad would have said something like that.
I'm 46, guys. I'm old.
All right, so you're close to my dad's age. Not quite, but you're close.
Can you ping me on BlackBerry? What's your BlackBerry?
what's your phone number?
Your BBM.
You want to page me real quick?
Your BBM.
Hey, I mean,
your BBM.
how about we just page somebody? Like, let's just go back that far.
Yeah.
I actually found my old beeper yesterday.
Yeah, but
I had no idea I still had it.
They don't work now. They don't have. There's no service for that shit anymore.
I understand that. I didn't know why I kept it. It was just sitting there in one of my drawers. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here, and why? Why did I keep
a laser
you?
pointer that starts fires? I want it. They have a laser pointer that starts fires. It's for camping. I want it.
I want stuff that starts fires.
Me too. I want that laser.
Let's bring Chris in here. He does it.
I know. I'm trying to get this stupid.
Chris starts fires. He plays with knives.
I was actually going to do it tonight outside at the fire pit, but I was like,
I cannot copy and paste his email. That stinks. I hate when that doesn't work like that.
Andy, are you on like a 10-inch like computer?
I'm
Because
on
when you're trying to like read comments and stuff, it's like, is that the old age, or are you literally on like a 10-inch?
I am blind and I'm on a laptop.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, we've had this
discussion
discussion with him before.
I have a 32-inch monitor, and I still get close to it at times when I'm trying to read. And it's like a 32-incher, like literally.
Every live I do, somebody makes fun of me because I have my laptop over here to read comments. So whenever I have to read something, I'm like,
yeah, you're like that. You're like this. You're like,
I just see the top of my head real quick for a little while. Like,
okay, I'm about ready to send it. What is his email? TC something.
TCTBNL
at gmail.com.
I actually did have like a middle-aged moment today. I was playing outside with my nephew, and I went to like fake jump at him. And when I planted my foot, I think I like pulled my hamstring and my back all at the same time.
Oh, damn.
It was terrible. I was like, all right, not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not.
I will tell you this. That I have gotten to 46 and I am falling a little bit more apart than I thought that I would. I was doing okay until about 40.
That's why I'm not that active, because I'm like, I don't want to get injuries. Like I'm good where I am. Like I'll do my workout.
That's a great excuse, Johnny.
Look,
that's
I'll do my workout.
I start doing some more exercises,
stuff, but I'm not going on like. I'm not doing extra. I used to do like warrior dashes and mud runs and all that stuff, and like. Yeah, I'm over that already.
How old are you? How old are you, Johnny?
I'm 36. 36, yeah. 36.
Younger than me. Yeah. I think
so,
you guys are all
I already know,
a decade younger than me.
Yeah. Like I'm good. Like I don't need to. I already got my injuries already. Like I'm good.
I'm gonna save that excuse the next time somebody comes and yells at me like, "Hey, you've been in your chair all day watching TV." I'm gonna be like, "I'm saving my body for older age."
Like I'm conserving strength. Okay.
Perfect comment. Carrie says, I'm 46 and I'm going blind as hell. It all started at 40. Yeah. Yep. You want to know how you know he's blind? He put color on a freaking label that should be black and white. Like, can you believe that crap? He's a black and white company.
I don't own any defined yet. I have to.
I just got some in today and it is beautiful. His butter.
Tyson, how old are you?
Too old.
Tyson's like 27 years old. right?
There's no way Tyson's older than me.
I thought you were like in your late 20s, almost 30.
No, I'm gonna be 35 next month.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're like 2 years younger.
If I cut my hair and I shaved, like I could literally show you a picture from 2 years ago, and you would.
That makes me feel terrible because Tyson looks like a lot younger than me, and I'm only like about a couple months older than him. So now, yeah, that's pretty bad. I look like shit.
I look older.
You don't look that bad.
No, you don't look old at all.
Yeah,
So have you guys tried? Has anybody tried Define's butter? Me and Caden opened it up today.
You know what's funny about that question? I love when people like ask, "Have you tried something?" and you have a review on it. It's like, "Oh, Andy doesn't watch my channel."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Look at that. You just went and told Tyson. You know, I was about to say. See, now here I was. I was about to say. I know Tyson tried it. I watched some of his stuff. You know, but obviously you don't. Prack, way to go supporting guys. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, let me put it this way: there are so many people that I watch reviews-wise. I can't keep track of who's reviewed what. I know that the only one that I know is some of Dan's. I know Tyson did the High Mountain Sage, which I'm going to be reviewing soon. Tyson's pretty much done everybody. I don't think that there's any, even the smaller companies. I think
is that a fact?
I know that's what she said, right?
Well, I haven't done Hummingbird yet.
Oh yeah, you got to get on that.
I mean, who doesn't Hummingbird? Somebody's like,
this is tattoo words. Look at that
Chris,
sticker.
hey, wait, hold on, Chris. Something happened when you came in, and there's a ton of feedback.
Your audio. There's feedback.
Yeah, that's weird.
It sounds like we're in Charlie Brown's classroom right now.
Check out this sticker. I would get this tattooed. If Kingsman like paid for the tattoo, I'd get that tattoo.
The audio, I can't understand anybody right now.
Yeah, let's kick him out for a second and see what happens.
It's done.
I was me. I'm not in control today.
It's him.
You want to
so let go try to re-add it. You might have to come back in, Chris. Yeah, it's something to do with yours. Can you join me back in?
It's not happening anymore now, so it's definitely something with his audio.
Yeah, I kicked him out for a second.
I just got to say, kicking him out of the stream might have been the highlight of my day, though. That was pretty funny.
Is that a collaboration with you? I feel like Devoted Mac. I feel like that you designed that, Tyson.
No, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, all right. I was
working on a collaboration.
Is he fixing it? Is he?
I still haven't tried the Bearded Mac. It's a shame, but it's true. Oh God!
There we go. Yeah, I can't add him.
We're back in Charlie Brown's classroom. This is bad, man. That was I don't know why he's not. I've done lives with him too. It never happened. So
yeah, I don't know.
Something's up with his audio right now.
Yeah, and I don't think he.
Like, tell me this doesn't look weird, right? Like, you got black and white, and then all of a sudden you got this colored.
It does. You're right. Yeah, it does look very odd.
It's a sticky bun.
Like,
I like the lemon.
You have a black and white sticky bun.
Why not?
It's a black and white company.
Maybe you wanted to add some color. What's the big deal?
It doesn't.
Because Tyson has OCD and he went to line them all up together, and that one color one stuck out, and it just wasn't cool.
No.
I can tell you that because it would have bothered me too. I'm the same exact way.
If you did the sticky bun in black and white,
it's just
you just stop adding them.
It would look weird. You know, how do you know what's sticky bun and what's frosting? You know,
well, how do you know this is a badge and what this is? Because it's
black and white, Johnny. I don't understand.
But it's a badge. It's not a sticky bun.
Dude, your beard is black and white. We can all tell it's hair.
You've never seen a black and white cake before. Like, well, I've seen them because my mom's cake decorates. Well, my mom cake decorates as a hobby, not as a profession.
What if the cake is black and the frosting is white?
That's different.
Are we really talking about cake decorating? Like, how do we get to these places?
There's no sticky bun that's black and white.
Not add Chris.
You're gonna just message him. Tell him that the audio keeps wigging out whenever he comes in. I'm not sure why it's happening, but it gets bad, man. I mean, I don't know how bad it is for you guys.
No, it was
bad. But on my end, you all instantly turn into Charlie Brown's teacher.
So what?
Like just instantly.
Sorry. What'd you get today, Andy?
I got Lemon Delight.
I got beard mail today. I mean, it wasn't defined, but I got beard mail today.
Lemon Delight is really nice. Caden was in love with it. I mean, he gave it like a.
Kind you have?
That's the only one I have. I won it from Bearded Gentleman.
Oh, I got Kingsman today. I got Kingsman butter.
Kingsman today too. Yep. I got Wizard.
Yep, that's what I got. The Wizard, because it is my favorite Kingsman scent. Now I'm spoiling my review because I have all of Kingsman scents. I have all of them, and Wizard is my favorite.
I got 2. I'm not.
Wizard blows all of them out for me. Wizard just knocks them all out.
I haven't had a great overall experience with
out,
Kingsman. I haven't had a bad one either. It just hasn't been a great one for me.
But if I'm gonna go out like on a date or something like that, or whatever, like when me and the wife go out, it's gonna be like Chainmail or Black Knight, one of those two.
Black Knight's you know what Black Knight is? It's Drakkar.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Is it? I can barely spell it, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
Drakkar Noir.
Yeah.
If you had a scent and the name was just like right on here, like
I got other beard mail too.
What would you think it was? Like Newfangled. We have a scent called Newfangled.
Newfangled?
Yeah.
That's a
no
weird
idea.
one. Newfangled.
There's beard mail inside of these things.
That's awesome, right?
Yeah, let's see. He's joined again.
Well,
much
right,
better.
Good. We got you.
Much better.
Okay, fine. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with
Thank God, that was terrible, dude.
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, it just happens. I've seen it happen here. I think it's just sometimes the connection is strange.
Burn him! Burn him!
Yeah.
Whatever, you serial
But
killer.
where is Newfangled from, Tyson?
Newfangled? It's an unreleased scent.
From? Or you're not allowed to tell. Oh, okay. And somebody has their YouTube on. I think.
Not me.
Not me. I'm good.
Not I. No, we got feedback again is what's happening.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
There's an echo.
But it's not as bad as before.
No.
Yeah.
Echo.
Chris, are you drunk?
Not yet.
But you're drinking?
That's what Johnny or Joe's after reviewers table.
That's not happening.
That's not happening tonight.
Oh, you're not doing that tonight?
I don't think so, man. I've had a headache all day. So I told Chris actually asked me before, and I told him, I said, I'm just not 100% sure about tonight, man. I've had a headache all day. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I woke up from a nap like an hour ago. So
in other words, Johnny would go on a live right now for the next 10 hours if he could.
I'm going for the marathon.
Johnny, you and I can do it. Johnny, if Joe's not going to join, Johnny, you and I.
Yeah.
If Johnny wants to host, I'll join because then I can just leave whenever I want.
There you go. All right, we'll do that then. All right, we'll jump onto Johnny Groove's channel afterwards.
That's fine. I'll jump on the Johnny Groom channel for a little while because then I can leave whenever I want. If I'm hosting, then I got to hang around, and Johnny will be like, "Well, you're going to end it now? We still got 2 people watching, Joe. What are you doing?"
It's me and you watching. It's me and you watching. What are you doing? What are you going to end it now? Oh man. Yeah.
So what's going on, Chris?
Well, it's a great week, you know. I'm alive. I'm above the ground. Hell, I win, right?
Yeah.
That you do win on that one. I agree. It was a crazy week.
You think?
Week, man. I had a good,
you think?
Yeah.
I had a good week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. My kids drove me insane this week.
That's Johnny.
I couldn't
Sam needs to go. I love Sam so much, but she needs to go back to school. And that's terrible because summer's coming, so now I'm screwed. But I can't wait for next year to start, dude. She needs to go to school. Go somewhere.
They don't even know.
I'm in full agreement there.
They're going to do it. They don't even know how they're going to do it. They're talking like a 54 passenger bus can only have 11 students on it. Well, that's crazy because, like, how the hell are they going to do that?
One of her friends reached out to one of her friends' parents called me today and was like, "Hey, we know things have been crazy, blah blah blah, but the girls haven't seen each other in a while. What if Sam sleeps over for a weekend?" I was like, "You want her right now? Like now? Like I can? We can have her here in about the next 10 minutes
for like a week."
Yeah. Are you guys COVID free?
Yeah,
COVID free.
They're good, dude.
What do they call them when the 2 families come together? Now an orgy. This happened. Yeah. No, there's a term for it where like 2 families who don't have COVID that can hang out together, and they allowed like two separate families who didn't have COVID could hang out together. So you like before you can only hang out with like the people that were in your household, but now you can like double up with another family. I forgot what it was called.
Phase 2.
Something like that.
Phase 2.
So the lady who we used to watch their kid, right? Every now and then, like she was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're not watching your kid. Sorry." That was it. Like, end the conversation. Sorry, no.
Joe, you notice a trend? Johnny goes no, and everyone's in the neighborhood goes.
Yeah, no means no. You know, it's funny. I had one of these politicians come to my door and wanted my vote. And he looked at me and said, "Do the right thing." And I was like, what do you mean do the right thing? He's like, "Do the right thing." And I'm like, what do you mean do the right thing? Like, explain to me, what are you talking about? Do the right thing. He says, "Never mind." And he walked away. Got no explanation.
You, sir, were built for politics. That's that. You got my vote, buddy. Yeah.
Johnny,
do the right thing.
Look, Johnny.
Yeah.
Could have had that. Yeah.
Well, what's the right thing?
I have no idea. I asked him. He didn't answer me. I was
guessing voting for whoever that individual was out there trying to get the votes for.
So he was like, do the right thing and vote for me, basically. But I wanted him to outright say, "Do the right thing and vote for me." Like, you know what I mean? Like, or give me an explanation, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Do the right thing. Don't come to my door and tell me do the right thing and put a pamphlet in my face. Fuck you. It goes right to the garbage.
Yeah. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's crazy.
I went off the handle a little bit.
So what's everybody got in beard today?
Back to the beard talk. There we go. Good job, Frank.
I'm going to throw it back into the beard realm.
I'm doing the review on Irish Pub Malone. That's coming soon. So I got that in beard today. And we're filming that tomorrow. It's been 3 days now. So I've been
dying to tell everybody what I have, because I think everybody probably still knows I'm testing out Beard Gents. And holy moly. Holy freaking moly.
Yeah, man. Beard Gents has got good stuff. Brother Jay's got good stuff.
He really does.
Defined.
I got Defined. Yeah. So they're.
I think we're in a
That's crazy.
There's companies that have come out that are like on that top tier level, which is like Beard Gents, Bearded Mac, what is it, the Chronic Beard, Jolly Old Fat Man. I feel like there's like a tier of beard care there. Right, it's like a little above average because their feel is so good in beard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, not to slam other companies and stuff like that, but like it's like that's like kind of like the bar of where I look at companies when I'm gauging like feel in beard. And some companies just don't have that feel in beard up to that level. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're right. So here's what my thought is that there's good sense, like, and then there's average, average stuff in beard, right? That's just average. It's okay. It's not great. And then there's things like Barden. There's Jolly Old Fat Man.
Yeah,
I'm hoping. Honestly, my son went raving about Defined today, just on their beard butter itself.
Nice.
Devin, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
oh my God, beard code, Devin, brother.
What's up, everybody?
Let's go Chiefs.
Going on. Yep, let's go Chiefs.
I just got older.
Is he a Chiefs fan?
Devin came in. Devin's like 12. Now I feel old as hell. Like that.
Yeah,
good job.
Devin is definitely a Chiefs fan.
Is he?
I'm not. No.
He's
I kind of got that. So there's like, he's probably not a Chiefs fan.
Devin, if you want to be successful,
I'm sorry, Devin. What is your team, Devin? What is your team?
I'm a Broncos fan.
Yeah,
I can live with that. I can live with that. Live with it.
Elway. There we go.
I will give you Elway was a good quarterback.
Definitely.
I follow a girl on TikTok who's like every boy's like wannabe stepmom, and she's a big Broncos fan. Like everybody's like, "Can you be my stepmom? Can you be my stepmom?" Like, she's a huge Broncos fan. She's like one of those hot moms. That's why.
Oh, is it like the stepmom from Bill and Ted's?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
It's your mom,
like Dad's trophy wife. Dad's trophy wife. Yeah.
Oh my God, we got the code. The code. We have to be civil now. We have to be normal. He classes up the joint.
He does indeed.
Something like that.
I saw you with Bluegrass this week.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good conversation. I like Ken a lot, so I'm glad that that was really cool to watch.
Yeah, Ken's a good guy. It was fun.
Super good. I have him on in a couple weeks, so
I'll be on with him.
Cool.
I'll be on with him on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I'm not on with anybody. I'm on with you guys. That's it.
You're
Okay,
doing what's his
do-
name? You're doing Scott's, right?
Yeah, it's like in July.
Yeah, I'll be on with Scott in July. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's change this up then, Johnny. I want. Sorry.
Well, I can't
Johnny,
do
I
your
want you
nights
on my
because
channel, and Prack, I want you on my channel as well.
He can't do your nights,
I can't
Chris.
do
He
your
does his
nights.
own night.
that's the only. That's what I chose Tuesdays because Tuesdays wasn't so busy, and all of a sudden Tuesdays became like the fucking mecca of lives and shit. Like,
Exactly,
Because everybody
Johnny,
else
you know?
chose it because it wasn't busy.
yeah, I gotta go to Thursdays because last Thursday there was nothing.
Johnny, you can't go to
Scott.
Thursdays.
That's the
So I'm
only
looking
one
to
on
go to
Thursday.
Thursdays, you
But Scott's
bastard.
is really good, guys. Have you guys seen Scott's? I'm impressed.
Yeah,
It's
I like
a
Scott's,
really
yeah.
good
I watch it.
conversation, and he has good questions. I just don't even want to mess with it. I was like,
Yeah,
I
but
do
so,
Thursday
Prack,
nights too. Go
Come
ahead.
on. There you're up there, Prack. I'd love to have you on my channel here real
Right on.
soon.
Cool. Yeah, happy.
Chris
to.
doesn't even
I'll go on anybody's channel.
Ooh, hold on. Johnny. Yeah, there you. Love to have you too, you serial killer.
I'll go on anybody's channel. I don't care. You want to talk with me? I'll talk with you.
I'm
Tyson,
Hey.
you're already scheduled, so keep playing.
Guys,
with
I'm
it.
sorry. I gotta go take care of something.
No worries, Brian.
Apologies.
It's all good. You can stay. You got a pooch. No big deal.
Yeah.
Joe's leaving, whatever. Code. Sorry. Hold on. Over here. Love to have you too. So we can all get
Yeah,
on
for
here.
sure.
Yeah, for sure,
Love
man.
to.
I'll go on with you live, even if you don't broadcast. If you want to just talk, like on StreamYard video, I'm down. I don't care.
I did that with my dad a couple weeks ago because he
My
was trying
brother.
to figure out whether it worked, and then we just sat and talked for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't talk to my parents that long.
I'd love to have you all on. I mean,
I can't talk to my parents that long either. I tried. I really can't. My mom gets me on the phone and she holds me on for like 4 hours. It's like a huge gap of time between I talk to my parents. It's because it's like they bring up my anxiety level so high because they talk about like the worst things on the planet, like the worst things. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this. I got my own shit. Like,
Oh man.
So my dad, every time he calls me, he has to tell me about the COVID numbers going up, and I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Prack, where's he from?
He's from Phoenix as well.
Oh, sorry.
So he lives down the street from me, and he actually lives Phoenix wise. It's a huge city, so it's like 60 miles away from me, but still Phoenix.
I'm looking at
But
virtual
what's going
gaming
on? I hear. You know what I liked? What I liked about Devin is like a basketball player. What is going on with you're hitting the gym? I see you're probably hitting the gym in off season, waiting for some. Are you guys practicing at all? Are you able to do at least some drills?
To an extent, yeah. I'm actually away from school. I'm home in Colorado right now, and I go to school in Kansas.
Right.
So yeah, I'm able to. My gym just opened back up this past Monday, so I've been to the gym a couple of times. But we have the basketball court still closed, so I can't do a whole lot inside like the basketball court. So most of it has to be like at a park somewhere down the street. So
it doesn't make any sense. Like you figure basketball, you can socially distance on a basketball easy. Just play a game of horse.
I don't
You're like 6 feet apart. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it. Yeah, they have the racquetball courts open, all of the different workout classes, but they don't have the basketball court.
That
But
makes
you
no
can
sense.
use the sauna and the locker room, but all of the gym equipment, but you can't use the basketball court. I don't get it.
That is.
You could just limit the people that are going into the court. If you want
That's what I said.
You know, have like what 10 people at a time,
Right.
and then
I only
divide.
let so many people in there.
Yeah, and just fucking what the hell, man? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Has
Yeah,
anybody checked on Tyson? What is he doing?
I don't know, but I want to call your gym now. Like, what's the number? I want to call him up. Like, why don't you have this man's gym thing
I
open?
think he's looking
Building
at.
my light thing.
He's fixing his light.
Yeah, I'm just working. I'm working and listening and talking. Like, at least you can see me. Like, this dude just left his recliner.
I just see the man bun. That's all I'm saying, Tyson. I love you, brother, but what the hell?
I mean, come on. Yeah, he's fixing. So that's the one thing that me and Tyson and Dave hit up each other about equipment like all week long. Like, hey, stuff that I can't ever afford, but it's fun to talk about it.
That's why, like, I have like the bare minimum of equipment. I have a computer that's from 2012. I have a webcam that's like the cheapest from Walmart, the cheapest Logitech from Walmart. I spend money on this microphone. That's pretty much it. The arm is
What's
free.
the microphone.
It's the Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti. That's a good microphone.
The arm that it sits on, my brother, he didn't want his anymore. He got a new one. I got that one for free. This is from the cell phones. That's free.
Why do you wear a headset?
Because I've tried to go live with the speakers, and my wife yelled at me for being too loud down here. So I can hear you guys from here, and there's no, what I'm saying? Like the voice, the sound doesn't come out of the computer.
Yeah.
So that way it's quiet because everyone's asleep upstairs. My wife's asleep, my kids are asleep, and I'm in the basement. But I guess sound travels, and she's like, "You're being so loud." So that's why I've always worn headphones. That's just to hear. I'm not using the speaker part of it. It's just
the basement or the Johnny Groom soap factory, but still.
Soap factory behind that door behind me. Behind that door right there. That's what a soap factory is.
Whatever. Open it up. Let's see.
You can't.
We've never seen
You
that.
wouldn't be able to see in there. It's too dark. I don't have lights.
We've been in there before. He had a leak in there one time.
Yeah, I had a leak that was on the far side. The other side is where the soap making, because the other side where the soap making stuff is clean. Like the whole table, the area, it's all like there's nothing there. I have a Mac.
A leak my butt. That was where the dead body was strung up and bleeding out.
You know the shit about that? It wasn't even a fucking leak. It wasn't even a leak. The part where the tub has that silver like exhaust type of thing on the bathtub. Above that, it wasn't screwed on tight enough to hold the seal. So the water was going through that. It wasn't even a real leak. It was just
whatever, Johnny. Whatever, Devin. If you don't know, Johnny's a serial killer, so don't believe in him.
I've heard.
Right?
I'm not a serial.
So I've heard.
Everything you've heard, just don't believe it. I don't, good or bad. Clean slate.
Yeah, right.
Make your judgments tonight. All right.
Animal mutilator. Alvin. Yeah, Alvin. Yeah.
But Alvin's living like a fucking squirrel, chipmunk king right now. All right. He's got felt.
How's that new cage?
The cage is 4 foot tall, 4.5 feet tall. It's huge. We put wooden. He got stuck. He fucking got stuck. The little bastard. He got stuck on the edge again, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't rip off another toe on accident." So he got.
Oh yeah. Accident.
This time, I didn't try and pry with my hands. I was smart. I grabbed a flathead screwdriver. I put it in between the bars and I twisted it and I pried it open. And he just dropped on his little felt thing and he was free and clear. So I was like, we got to do something about this. So my wife at 2 a.m, she started Googling, started looking at what other people do, because when you have a chipmunk, there's a whole community of chipmunks. There's chipmunks on Facebook, chipmunks on Instagram, all that.
Oh my god,
everything.
Johnny. Yeah. Give it up.
So what people do is that with these cages, what they do is they get wooden dowels and they put wooden dowels on each 4 corners so the chipmunks don't trap themselves. And that's what we did, and it's perfectly fine. And he hasn't been trying to eat the wooden dowels because they like to grind their teeth down on shit. So, did your whole backdraft just go down by itself, Tyson?
No, Aubrey's over there. You see her? And
she's.
It's on a chain that you just pull down and the backdrop can come down.
That's awesome.
A whole community of chipmunks.
What do you do with that? Do you
Chipmunk
project
lovers?
I can project to it if I want, but it's more like.
See, that is the green screen I need.
The core.
Yeah, you just need green.
Green right there. Actually, I can do any color because OBS you can tailor the chroma key to any color you want. Doesn't matter what. It doesn't have to be green. It could be purple. It could be freaking pink. It doesn't matter.
I have a growing.
Devin, notice how you changed the subject. Johnny Grooms is a serial killer.
I have ADHD.
He practices on little animals.
I have ADHD, and I change subjects like that, on the fly. So
And what kills me, Devin?
The conversation goes like a roller coaster.
He's mad. He couldn't get in a bar fight. People see Johnny and they're like,
No, I wasn't. I'm mad that I couldn't swing on the guy. I was mad that I got hit and I couldn't I couldn't swing on him.
Johnny.
Because my friend jumped him.
He came in the bar looking for a fight, and they look at him and no, pass. Next guy.
Listen, I'll break it down right now. I got tagged in the mouth, right? And I fell over. I quickly got up straight. I got straight up and was gonna go after the guy. My friend got a few hits on the guy already. By then, security came in like freaking a swarm of ants, and they carried us all away. These big guys was way bigger than I am. Picked me up and brought me outside. I was like, I didn't do anything. I got hit. And they're like, we don't care. You get out of here. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever.
I was thinking the same thing, Bam.
Devin, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. his last video, and when he goes, "Fight me," I'm like, hard pass.
It's because some people don't like Old Spice. They have a thing with Old Spice, but I love the fragrance of Old Spice. I like the scent.
Old Spice my butt. You look like a Cro-Magnon, dude. You're
I
like,
was waiting for someone to be like, "Oh, Old Spice." No, I like Old Spice. I like Old Spice. Old Spice.
All right, hold on. Prack has something he has to say and get this back on track.
Yeah.
So.
No. I was actually going to ask Devin, how is his? What are you doing for the summer since you're home?
I'm taking a couple summer classes. I'm trying to get ahead. I'm on pace to graduate a full year early. So that's my plan.
Holy
Hopefully-
moly! What are you
hopefully
graduating
be
with?
done. I'm actually triple majoring right now for whatever reason.
Oh.
So I'm a
This guy.
biology, biomedicine, and psychology major.
And then you said
be
you were
a new
thinking
house
about
over
going to. You're not at. You're
Damn,
thinking
bro.
about getting your degree at KU or at Denver College or whatever the
DU
CU
School of
maybe
Medical
CU.
program.
You're gonna be like Devin.
Yeah.
He had a slight bruise above his left eye, but he was limping on his right side. And you're gonna be like, he's got this rare fucking disease no one heard about. You need to shake your cane at them.
Hey, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Devin,
That's
notice
awesome.
how he's like scrumming up there, Johnny Grooms. Yeah. That's gonna be your first client. You're gonna be like, all right, let's talk.
He's not
When
going to
this
psychology. He's going to
homicidal
medical,
stuff start-
he's going to medicine, like medical medicine. Like like if you go to some faraway country and come back with some rare ass disease, he's gonna be like, "That's it."
Far ass country, my ass, Johnny. He's gonna like diagnose
Bluegrass likes
you.
Old Spice.
He's gonna be on A&E as special. Johnny Grooms,
Dan.
serial
I
killer.
can only hope. I can only hope. Whatever gets me to 1,000 subs.
Hey, guys.
What 80 special me?
Guys, I'm sorry. I got to tap out.
No worries, man.
You okay, man?
I'm not feeling too good, man. I'm sorry.
All right,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Dude, get
Take
feeling
care.
better, buddy.
I'm sorry, guys.
Joe, love you, brother. Be well.
Yeah, feel better.
Take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's poor guy. So Dan's in the house. What's going on, Dan?
Hey,
It's
what's
good
up,
to
Dan?
see ya. Good to see you in here. Appreciate
What's
it.
up, Dan?
What's up, Dan?
Oh, Dancy Bearded.
Yeah,
Dan's thumbnails are killing me. They're funny. When he had the
they're
teeth
good, aren't they? Where's
Oh my gosh, you gotta
the thing, I was like, that's funny.
So that's the and I was told, and I'll have to ask Dan this, but he told me that he did them on his mobile phone, which is really kind of cool.
Oh yeah, there's
I-
there's a ton of apps.
I have
Everything you can do
I've
for-
been using Canva forever, and I have to use it on my laptop because it's just you can't manipulate things correctly on it.
I use for my mobile phone for photo stuff. I use Spark, Adobe Spark. I think it's called Pixelator. Hold on.
See, I've seen Adobe Spark.
Yeah, I use that. I use Photoshop Express, Lightroom,
Adobe Spark's pretty good. I like Adobe Spark.
PhotoFox, Pixaloop, and QuickShot. Those are three other apps. I use in total like 5 apps for certain photos. Like the one I uploaded today with all like the bubbles and shit. That took like that. I went through 5 different apps and using all their unique features of each app to make that photo.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I was bored. I was like making coffee in the morning. Says I'm,
I remember that one. I remember that, Johnny.
Yeah, I was like, I was making coffee this morning, and I was like, I got time, so I'm like, fuck around with this, and I
You screenshot my
every-
videos and then all edits on my phone. Oh, interesting.
Johnny's mugshot.
Yeah. I mess with everything. The vignette,
He's doing
the
some
sharp,
masking
the
and
grain,
stuff, and
the noise, the color, like all that.
Yeah.
Shit. I mess with all that, to
Oh,
make
that's
the
fun.
photos. Yeah.
I like using Lightroom for a lot
cool,
of like the pictures themselves, like IG pictures. I love Lightroom. And then I've been using that Canva. I love canva.com. But it's a pay service, so you have to,
You can use Canva for free for a little bit. Like certain things, you don't have to.
certain thing. I think you have like a certain number of downloads or something like that.
yeah. I've been paying for it for a while. I like it. It's so easy to use, and then I can put my own images in and do a bunch of, and it gives layers. You can do layering in it. So, and I'm about easy because I'm so busy at work right now. I just really can't spend a lot of time doing a lot of other stuff. It seems like.
Was that a card shuffling machine?
Yeah, I know. I was
Right?
just thinking.
No, okay, come bring Aubrey. Come here. Everybody wants to
What's
see
the
your
toy? What are we
There
playing
we
with?
go. There we go. That's,
Yeah, I'm like,
there we
curiosity
go.
now.
There we go.
Come here.
Power of the show.
she's got to tell us what's going on. Well,
so hang on.
That's the thing that flies by itself.
So it's this bird like this. It's got a rubber band in it. You twist it up, and then you press the button, and it flies by itself. So you hear its wings flapping. She picked this out at the hobby store today with her birthday money.
That's cool. She's
happy
8
birthday,
now.
by the way. Happy birthday.
She's a big 8.
So here we go. Like,
No, don't hit it.
well, you fly it then, but they want to see. Like, show them how to fly.
Tyson's money counter. That's funny, yeah.
Oh, that's where the screen went down. So the bottles don't get knocked over, right?
We got a flapping bird in the house.
So when I was a kid, we went to Paris once, and they were selling like little versions of that everywhere. Like everywhere you went in a tourist location, they were selling little birds that flew by themselves. Like, but it wasn't as good as that. They were just like little cheap ones. I bought one, lasted 2 minutes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
On Black Friday, I bought
right.
like a $15 drone, and I flew it once in the garage, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool, so cool, so happy with it." It wasn't for the kids; it was for me. And the damn thing crashed, and then the little motor that held the blades together snapped, and I was like, so that was it. I had like 2 seconds of a drone, and I haven't bought one since. So, yeah. So those little mini ones.
Have you guys messed with drones at all? Have you, Tyson, at all?
Yeah, I have. Well, I don't have one anymore because I got rid of it. I thought, like, when drones became big, they were kind of fun to play with, and then everybody started getting them, and then it was like, you had to like actually do flight plans in our area, and it just became too much. And I was just like, what do you do with this thing? Like, it flies itself. You go up, like, I don't know. It costs a lot of money.
I know in Canada you have to have like take a course and everything on how to.
Really?
Yeah,
we had to register it.
How big was your drone? Was it like that giant Verizon one? That's like, you ever seen that one in Best Buy? It's like the size of a TV. It's made by Verizon. It can fly over. I don't know. It's huge.
Oh well, that's garbage then. If it's made by them.
Okay. I forgot you're an AT&T guy.
That's right. His paycheck says something. Yeah.
Yeah, my paycheck says something else, so.
What's that's I saw the Mav ones, and they have the 4K videos on them, like a GoPro. They do all of those, they do really great shots. And that's the only reason why I'd want to own one. But it's a lot of money.
I know the minor league baseball team that's literally right down the road from me. Their stadium is right down the road from me. So I get to see all their fireworks for free and shit. So they have a drone, and they fly it, around the crowd, and they fly it all the way up, and they get aerial shots and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. I enjoy that. I just $2,000 on a drone. It's almost like I'd rather buy a better camera.
Who's overlooking Johnny Grooms and a Scully? What the heck?
What? No, because my bald head keeps shining the light, and I'm like, I'm getting annoyed at myself. Like, I'm just like, it's like over here, and I can't run upstairs to turn the overhead light off.
What the heck?
It's all the way upstairs.
Johnny,
so it's starting to bother me.
You covering that up? What?
Yeah.
What?
Because this light is so damn bright. It's not like, it's like, it's like ridiculous bright.
So, Devin, are you into any of the camera stuff, or what are you using to shoot with?
I just use my iPhone for right now. I looked into like getting an M50 and watched a whole bunch of videos about the M50 and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm on the college kid budget right now. I'm unemployed.
No, the phone works. Yeah. That's what I use for all my videos. I use the phone. Use an iPhone XR. Yeah. Just waiting for the 12 to come out. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, that was so close. That was so close. That was almost your. That was almost
Aubrey
your oils right there.
Aubrey almost took out the man bun. Aubrey almost took it out.
She's getting me back because last week I was jumping in the RC car, and I literally jumped this far over her head, almost killed her with the RC car.
Beard Octane almost took. Is that Beard Octane on the side there?
Yeah. Okay, Firebird, get out of my studio.
Yeah. We almost just called the massacre, the Beard Octane massacre.
Yeah.
Of 6/20/20.
Oh man.
The Beard Octane massacre. Who cares? And the drone in the man bun.
Oh man.
A bird in the bird nest.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man, what's going on here? What is the comments doing? Let's see.
I was looking at that, and it's kind of. What do we got here? What do we got?
So Devin, question for you. Since you've been reviewing, what is your favorite beard product? Is it oil, butter, or balm? What's your favorite beard product right now?
Honestly, probably just oil. That's what I wear most of the time. It's like during the day, I just wear oil. I don't wear balm a ton, so it's definitely not balm. So probably oil or butter. I definitely like wearing butter. I wear butter pretty much every night. So
yeah, that's the way I am too.
So Johnny, followed up one more. Devin, brush, comb, Oxhorn or whatever, or Kent comb.
Kent comb, my favorite. Kent comb.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I got one from Sally's, and I'm just perfectly fine with that one. And it was $6 compared to what, $15 for a Kent.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I was okay with it. But it's interesting. Do you guys have like a? Did you guys see? There's a new Oxhorn brush Oxhorn comb that came out from that. Who was it? I was just blanked his name. I hate that. I had his name right in my thing. Anyway, we'll come back to that question because I totally forgot his name.
Oh, Pratt, come on.
I know. I was just like, I was on the tip of my tongue and then it left. He has like excellent prices, and I think everybody's like tried him once, but I can't remember. No, it's the guy that he sells only equipment. He only sells beard brushes and combs and things.
Oh, is it Main Jack?
Main Jack. Yep. I was like something Jack, but I couldn't remember the first part. So Main Jack, he has a new like flip open Oxhorn comb that looks really, really cool. Yeah, and I was thinking about buying that. And his prices are like crazy, crazy cheap.
Yeah. I mean,
I just go to Bell for combs.
Go to AliExpress for combs.
AliExpress.
Yeah, but you have to
buy. You get the same thing. You get the same one.
Because Johnny snaps them. So AliExpress.
AliExpress, you get the same comb. You can actually get like, I don't know, 50 combs for like $1 something a piece. You'll have combs for the rest of your life. You can actually stamp beard practitioner, sell them, and you still have combs left over.
Probably so. Isn't AliExpress and the Wish about the same way? Aren't they the same like type of company where it's like some sort of like really like you get a bulk amount of something, or
I just know
something for really, really cheap?
I just know a lot of beard gear you can get right on AliExpress for like $1 and change for like 20 or 30. It don't matter. Like you spend $15 on a comb, on one comb, when you can go to AliExpress and get like fucking 30 of them for $1 something a piece. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do with them all, but yeah.
Right.
Snap them all.
Snap
them.
Like right now,
Johnny. What the hell?
What?
You gotta snap.
Yeah, I did that. It's funny because I did the Chicago comb, and he reached out to me. He was like, "Great display of strength," and I was like, "Yeah, it's easy." But he explained why you won't see fibers on. He explained how they make these, so you won't see fibers. Because I was like, oh, I want to really see if there's actual carbon fibers in it, because it's a carbon fiber comb. But the way they make them, you won't see fibers. I have it all on like his explanation, but I didn't remember it. But yeah, I get it. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny.
That's what he says. Hey, I can't. Hey,
Johnny.
I'm still waiting to see the Apple.
I bought that because of you.
Wait, what? The Apple Snap?
Plastic.
You want to see the Apple Snap?
Yeah, well, I've been waiting. Everybody keeps talking about it, and I'm dying to see.
What is this? What is this?
Who's been talking about this? People talk about it.
I heard somebody's live stream. I was in here on somebody's live stream, and you guys were talking about it. And somebody told you to go get an Apple, and you're like, all the way upstairs. I don't want to go up there and get one.
No, I didn't have an Apple. Oh yeah, I remember that live stream. Yeah, I don't have an Apple. I don't have apples right now.
The problem is you can't snap an apple.
that live stream, Johnny, but you did. You went, poof.
Yeah, I have it on Instagram. Like, I snapped an apple. I just don't have apples right now. Like, I got to go buy apples. It wasn't on the shopping list from Walmart.
Devin, don't let him fool you. Married, 3 kids. That's why he is that awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Married, 3 kids. You know how that works.
Yeah.
You want to snap an apple. Devin, that's what you have to look forward to when you have a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Either
Devin,
that or you're meditating
book.
every day.
Devin, you can put a phone book in Johnny's hands and he's like, rip.
No, I can't.
You remember that there was some place there was like a thing, like a challenge for ripping open Yellow Pages.
Really?
Yeah.
Back in the day there was.
That's an insane feat of strength. If you could rip a Yellow Pages in half, holy shit, man.
Yeah, like
imagine what they can do to your neck. Imagine what they can do to your neck. If you can rip it, not rip your neck, but like you would never get that grip strength off your neck. You would have to shoot that man in the head. And even still, he probably would hold on long enough for rigor mortis to set in, and you still die.
Crack. You notice the serial killer is going serial strength, rip neck, rip whatever. Prac. Just saying. I love you, Johnny, but what the hell?
Come on, you gotta think about it, man.
He knows a lot about this stuff.
Yeah, the imagination is just a little too vivid for my company.
I don't know, man.
He knows a little too much.
You know what? You ever watch that 1,000 Ways to Die?
I have seen an episode. It's like is it on
show.
YouTube? Or,
is
it on
YouTube?
Man,
it was on I think it was on Truth Network.
It was on Spike, I think.
Spike, yeah.
Okay. And it had just like stupid people dying and like number 899, and then they had
Johnny taught them.
No, that show's backed by people who actually have died like that.
Yeah,
wherever
that's how that works. That's how that show works.
You're like, sign a waiver here. I have to experiment this. Sign this waiver here. I have to do this.
Oh man. What I'm really doing right now is I'm looking up retro gaming consoles. That's what I'm doing right now. Goodness sake! Making seem like I'm a freaking murderer. I'm over here trying to just play Mario Brothers, like the original one.
So Ken brings up a good point. So this is kind of funny. I had one of those crazy strength groups show up to my church once at a youth group, and these guys come in and they're just using their gospel strength to be able to do all sorts of like crazy feats that you're just like, holy moly. And it was unique. It was a cool little show. And they came to the base. So I was over in Upper Hayford, England, and they would travel around from like location to location showing these crazy strength contest type of stuff. And they were just doing amazing stuff that with just brute strength. It was crazy.
Were they bending like metal bars and stuff?
Yeah, it was just nuts. I think there was like a metal bar bending, and you could just see them and it was intense. It was very intense.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a cool. Yeah, it was interesting for sure.
Huh.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
So were they like, oh, this is the power of Jesus, and they were like bending bars?
That's what they were saying. That was their kind of their shtick, is that they were going around from place to place, preaching, and then they would have like at the very end, they'd have a really, really good moment where they were kind of just giving you some testimonials and things like that about themselves and where their lives were and things like that, which was it was really positive. It was a very positive thing, and it's for a kid. It's like, hey, anything can be done.
Yes.
Look at what we can do, and then kind of talking to people about, their experience with Jesus, and that's awesome. So I had a good time. It was a good thing. It's just these guys were like doing crazy stuff. Bending bars, I just can't even imagine having that much strength to be able to do something like that. That's amazing.
Yeah. Depends on the metal.
Pratt goes, I can't do this, but Johnny Grooms is like, yeah, look, I can do this.
No.
Alvin's dead. Look at him. He's gone.
So yeah, Alvin and the cat finally met each other, and like through the bars of the cage, of course, not in person, though. Not like actually skin to skin, because Alvin would be dead right now. But yeah, like my wife was like, I wonder what he would do, So she put the cat like in the room, and she left the door open and stuff, and just kind of watched. And of course, the cat went up to the cage and like hissed and like slapped at the cage to try to get him. But then after that, that was it. Now they're like, she sits on the floor and watches him. That's it.
So,
yeah,
Devin,
so they're kind of like friends right now.
He has a pet chipmunk. I think you were even on the pet chipmunk part that you saved from somewhere. You saved from had a broken leg or something, right?
Well, yeah, he was in the mouth of a cat. Like the cat was killing him at the time, and then so us walking in on the cat killing him, the cat got scared and ran away, but left him behind, and he was all like jacked up and bloodied and stuff. So we took him to a vet. They did some triage, and now we have him. But his leg is fine. His leg is totally fine right now.
You're proud of ripping his toes off.
It was an accident.
Proud of that, man.
It was an accident.
I love you, man. Yeah, but God. Still,
it's
accident. Like you got this new habitat, and it's like, fuck Alvin. He's not getting out of that. And what'd you say? Yeah, little bastard got his toes caught.
Yeah, he did.
Johnny, come on, man.
We were like looking at him like, how did you do this again? Like, didn't you learn from the first time when you got 2 of your toes ripped off? Like, why we're yelling at him?
Now you know why you call him a serial killer. There's no remorse up there.
But notice that he saved a poor little chipmunk.
I saved his life. Yeah, he would be dead right now if it wasn't for us. He would be dead.
That's how I look at it. I heard that story. I was like, hey, he saved a chipmunk. That's
and now he's like this, like the fattest chipmunk ever.
He's like an actual celebrity now.
Yeah,
he is. He's a celebrity on our channel, at least on the reviewers table. Like, what's going on with this chipmunk?
He's overfed.
Johnny's mad that his wife loves that chipmunk more than Johnny. Johnny sleeps on
I've
the
been
floor,
replaced years ago.
Sleeps in the bed.
I've been replaced years ago. Chipmunks don't.
We just got a cat. Yeah, we just got a cat, and I definitely filled replaced. Yeah, hey, let's let this cat sit right here. Like, yeah, there he is again. There's that cat.
I was all
I love the cat. It's cute.
The only time I ever showed an animal like true violence is that because the cat scratched my kid in the walker. And I grabbed it was like blind rage. I grabbed that cat by the face, like literally by the face, the front of the face. And she tried to scratch me. But by the time she scratched me, she was head over tail heading down the stairs of the basement. I grabbed that cat like this and I ripped the cat by the face and I threw the cat down the stairs head over tail.
Devin, you're hearing this, right? The cat grabbed John. He went,
oh man. There's like certain things I will black out on, and it's like hurting one of my kids is one of them. Like that's
I think actually that is the truth. I think that if it's something that happens to your kids,
oh my God, Johnny.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I love you, brother. But what the?
Look, the cat is here. The cat's fine. Not one injury at all.
The cat's here. The cat's here. The cat's here.
The cat landed on the
cat's cowering in the corner behind him. What the heck?
And that cat built respect for me after that. She doesn't leave my side. She's right here.
She loves him. Have you seen that stuffed cat that people do memes with all the time?
Oh my God.
Angry cat?
I was just thinking he has just a nice stuffed cat.
I killed this guy, apparently. Yeah, I should go on the road with this shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Go on the road through serial killer shit, Johnny. Yeah.
I did choke out. No, let me shut the fuck up now. See, I have a few drinks that start the truth starts to come out. Like, I had a dog that this pit bull tried to bite me one time and I choked him out, but that was pretty much it.
What have you been drinking tonight, Chris? What is your drink of choice tonight?
Cheap.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta finish that bottle already, man. You've been working on that for like 2 weeks now.
And?
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh man.
Yeah, it's I was telling somebody the other day that I don't miss the hangovers. I just don't miss them. I don't miss them at all. I
love that movie.
Yeah, The Hangover.
All I see is Tyson's glasses and eyes. That's it.
So I saw. Have you guys ever watched Hot Ones? Go ahead. Have you guys ever watched that show Hot Ones, where they eat the hot wings?
Yeah.
They had that guy on there, the guy who plays the Asian guy in the trunk, Chang or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's an actual doctor. That guy.
He is a real doctor,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
his
what he was
profession.
like. They
He's
were
like
asking him
super
doctoring
smart.
questions.
Yeah.
Super
Ken
smart guy.
Jeong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken
So
Jeong.
my sister used to run into him in Hollywood all the time at one of the grocery stores, and she's like, and she tries to be chill because she got so used to Hollywood after a while that you just saw stars,
Mm-hmm.
But he's a really funny guy and a really down to earth dude. He's just at the grocery store being cool. He's also. I wanted to go watch his new Netflix. He has a Netflix that's out with him doing stand up.
I think he went into comedy just to piss his dad off or something like that.
I think
Right?
so.
Yeah.
Super smart guy though. Super smart guy. And it's crazy because he really can do he can, somebody passes out in his shows, he's going to go and help them.
Look. See this cat right here?
That's what Devin's going to do, right? Devin's going to what's your
this cat.
backup
Oh my
plan?
God,
So you're going to be
Johnny,
doing
no,
some
no,
sort of medicine.
Johnny, no.
Yeah.
What?
So you're going to be doing some sort of medicine, and you said that you were thinking thoracic surgeon.
This is
or...
my baby.
Is that your cat?
Yeah.
Johnny, no. Put the cat down, Johnny.
He
Put
loves
it
me.
down.
That cat loves me. You kidding me? Get it, man.
Oh, the stream is gone.
I'm her human. Like everyone else, she doesn't let pick up.
Yeah,
She
hey,
doesn't,
Brack,
she doesn't let anybody else
you
pick her up like
lost
that.
this one.
Yeah.
I love you,
Bring
Brack, but
Devin
you
in.
lost the
Bring
stream.
Devin in. And then he's like, I am never coming back to that guy's stream ever again.
You picked up a cat? Jesus Christ.
No, that's fun.
They
It's
talked
fun.
about killing animals.
You acted like this is a snuff
I
film.
know.
All I did was pick up a cat. I didn't kill it. It's fine. Like it's
Yeah, Johnny,
He's
you're
right there.
alive. You're
Meow,
alive.
meow.
You can't kill that cat. You can't
Did
touch
you
that
just kill a
cat.
cat on camera?
He did have the
What?
cat on
I
camera.
picked up my cat. I showed my cat. That's it. That's all I did. And I petted it a little bit. She's purring. She's right there. She's right.
Is
sitting
it
on
a
the
shaved
floor.
cat?
Yeah, it's a she.
No, like shaved.
Shaved?
No,
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 she's
Tyson,
fucking-
no.
She's another rescue because she was in the dumpster. She was going to die on the side of the dumpster. We like to take in animals that are on the brink
Yeah.
of death apparently in this family because she was a kitten and she was like in a box.
You love
And
how
it was-
he tries to defend that, and it's like it was the rescue. It was the rescue, but now tonight,
She's rescue. I picked her up under her. Shut the fuck up.
I feel like we need to know more about Johnny between like
Oh my god, man.
Oh man.
We learned a lot about
you're gonna-
Johnny tonight.
Devin, you're gonna join us over in his channel tonight, right?
Yeah, Devin's
How late can
gonna
you
be
stay,
like,
Devin?
Yeah,
How
sure.
late can you stay? Yeah.
I'm here till whenever.
All right, cool.
Cool.
You
don't
better,
know what
bro.
you signed up for.
Yeah, my wife keeps me out of streams about 7:30, 7:45. That's her limit for me being out. She says, "Hey, you need some dishes to be done and things." So
You got to do dishes before you go
Gotta leave the
live.
closet.
That's
I
what I
actually
did.
did dishes today, and I
There we go.
watered
There we
and I
go.
did all the
Bluegrass
stuff.
said it best. Bluegrass said it best.
It didn't come out. of his face. Yeah.
That cat was like, "Get away! Get away! Get
Yeah,
away!
they-
Get away! Get away! Get away! Get
If I
away!"
didn't put her down, she would stay on my lap. The whole. I've done beer therapies where the cat was literally sitting on my shoulders. The whole second half of beer therapy, and I was
Is that
using her as
cat
a neck
clawed?
pillow. No, it's got claws on
What
all
is
four.
wrong with you? You can't have a cat that's not declawed.
I would never declaw a cat because that's like the cruelest thing ever. I would
I've
never
heard
ever
that.
do that. I would
So we
never
just got
do
a
that.
we just got a kitten, and that was the debate on whether we're going to do that because the cat is just an attack cat. It just tears up everything. Where I'm like, no, we're not declawing the cat. It's mean.
Then if you can't, don't ever declaw.
Don't own
'cause
a cat.
That's the equivalent of cutting that part of your finger off, all of that, like the whole nub, because they rip off the whole thing that grows nail. So
Yeah.
picture snipping this entire thing off of your nail, and that's what they do to declaw a cat. It's cruel. It's like I would never do it to a cat.
Yeah. If you don't own a cat, then if you don't want to,
No. Yeah, if you can't handle the claws and the scratching and stuff like that, and you don't want to put the work into train them and deter them from doing that, then don't have a cat.
right? That's what.
Because this cat right here, like we have in the beginning, she used to tear a bunch of shit, but we worked with her and like got her scratching posts and make sure there was catnip on there, and like we have plug-in pheromones that cost like $20 a month and everything for this cat, not to scratch shit. and eventually, like
they'll destroy your stuff. They will destroy your stuff.
Yeah, they will. They will. But
we have this we have a 8-9-week-old kitten, 10-week-old kitten, and she's a terror. She'll sit and just creep and look like a cute little kitty, and then all of a sudden pounce.
Yeah,
and then you're trashed.
You're like, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun to watch it because they really must learn it really young, and it must be innate because she just creeps, looks like she's gonna, and then I'll suddenly pounce.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Cats do that, man. The cats are very and they're territorial, and they like to hunt first thing in the morning. So it's.
Can you see a cat in Johnny Groom's house when he hears a little,
His cat. So Tevin's telling us his cat about. I guess he's tearing up curtains, and
you got to put it where she's doing it. Then, if she's scratching a certain part of the house, that's where you got to put the toys at.
Oh, just to make her kind of
like all the toys
distracted. Yeah. I've been thinking about. So my friend has a cat tree. Have you guys heard of a cat tree?
Oh yeah. I spent $200 on a cat tree. The cat never went in it. We sold it, but yeah.
It's like it's not like it's not.
I was mad as hell.
We talked about getting some sort of more cat trees or something because they just will scrape up all your stuff all day long if you don't get something to distract them.
Orange essential oil is a cat deterrent. So if you get orange essential oil, mix it in with a little bit of distilled water in a spray bottle, spray it wherever you don't want them to be, and they won't go there because they hate the smell of essential orange oil.
Oh, interesting. Do you know what? So, do you know what? I was talking to Danielle today, and Danielle from Hummingbird, and she said that her cat died because it licked lavender essential oil.
Cats and essential oils do not mix.
Yeah, I had no idea. So now I had to go lock up my essential oils because I was like, I don't want any. Apparently, there's a lot of them that animals can't deal with.
Yes, I made that mistake because I was having my cat smell oils. And I was like, oh, if the cat doesn't like it, then your oil is not that great or whatever. Lo and behold, I didn't know that I was like damaging my cat's like fucking central nervous system or some shit. Because like I Googled it, I was like, oh shit, are essential oils okay for cats? And like cats have a very much higher sensitive sense of smell than we do. So like when you smell essential oil and you're like, oh, that's pretty strong. To a cat, it's like times 10. So like that really fucks with them. So like I stopped doing that immediately.
Yeah, but you serial killers. Wow. Look, we got Devin over here. We're not talking about cats. We were talking about beards. All of a sudden, we're talking about cat death.
It's my fault. I can't help it.
Our Devin went from manly stuff to how to take care of some kittens and cats. All those kitten and cat lovers out there.
You cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, and Devin's like, I'll join in the conversation a little bit. Yep, it's okay. Yep,
what's up, Joe?
Yeah, it's all right. Yep.
So, all right. You want to talk beards? You want to talk beards? Okay, what's the next fragrance coming out for what company? Let's see, you guys know.
What company for what?
Which I don't know.
There's going to be...
See, Tyson's right on he already knows. He's like, yeah.
He's on it. He has
because I like beard products. Like I feel like we do.
Like, Lux is releasing a new fragrance this Sunday.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my god.
He's releasing a new one, and he's coming out. I think it's what's the one that's been out of stock forever, and he's coming out. Hold on.
Legendary.
Yeah, Legendary Bastard is going to be in stock this Sunday also. And he's coming with a new one.
He also have the 1912 or something.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You know what? You're the second person I know that has said that.
I like it. I like it. I have it. I like it.
Like everybody else I know, I think you either love it or you like it. I don't remember what the scent profile on it was. It some sort of tobacco or something?
It's like leather, cedarwood, tobacco.
Smoky leather tobacco.
Now, imagine yourself camping, Andy, and you put the fire out, and then you grab all the ashes, and you smear it all over your face. That's what it smells like. It's disgusting. It's the worst scent that has ever been created.
Oh,
and
my God.
Likes it.
I love it. I legitimately love it.
As ironic as it is, just because Tyson hates it so much, I feel like I need to try it.
I think you have to go try it now. It's like
if you can get it, like if it's in stock. You got to get it if it's in stock. So just keep an eye on the website.
I gotta check the newsletter.
Okay, that's the question of the night. What is the worst smell you've ever smelled? Now, it sounds like 1912 hits it for. What is the worst smell you guys have ever smelled?
All right, so I have a beard oil upstairs that it is the strongest leather scent that I've ever smelled in my life. It's so leather, but it's supposed to be like leather tobacco. But he he took a gallon of leather and just took like a thimble of tobacco like that. And that's like the worst fragrance I've ever smelled. It's horrible. Yeah. It's disgusting.
I
think somebody should make a beard oil that's like mimicked after tar. Like asphalt and tar.
We can call it asphalt, ASS, fault, FAULT.
Astar.
Astar.
Astar. Nice.
Tar ass.
Oh, goodness.
Duquesne.
I want to see, like, we get banned for that, I bet.
Duquesne's best beard oil ever.
So 1912 sounds like it's. Is that your worst, Tyson? Is 1912?
I mean, I'd say that's probably the scent I like the least. That's normal, and when I say normal, I mean like that hasn't gone bad, because I've smelled some like ouds before that is just like, why would anybody put this on their face? It literally feels like I just went for a 3-mile run on a 100-degree day and stuck my finger in my butt. Like,
wow,
like that's how bad.
What the hell?
Was it?
That was so descriptive.
Wait, is that supposed to describe a scent?
Yeah, that's like that dirty feet, disgusting from Monday.
Yeah. Sweaty butthole fragrance.
Oh my god!
Oh, so McMahon saying 1912 is the best scent ever. Like, it sounds like you're either one or the other. That is what I've heard from this. Right. I've heard people tell me it's the worst scent, and I've heard people say you got to try it.
Like he literally. Like, he's like a chinchilla. He puts out fires, and then he goes and rolls around in the dust just to smell like a smoky fire. Like, that's McMahon. Like, that's what he does.
Have you smelled the Irish Pub Malone? Malone's Irish Pub. Have you smelled it?
Tyson? Yeah, which one is that?
Huh?
Which one is that from? Is that from Chesapeake?
Wait, what did you say, Tyson? What was it?
He said.
What are we talking about?
Malone's Irish Pub.
Is that like?
That's from Brothers Groom.
That's from Brothers Groom.
Brothers Groom.
Oh, no, I haven't smelled that. I thought we were talking about
it smells like it could be 1912's cousin. That's what it smells like. It smells like it could be. It's like right, like almost. They're almost like right on the same level. It's
have
a little
you guys
off,
tried? Have you tried any of their other stuff? I like their other stuff. I like their summer scent, and then they have a Canadian Outpost. I like that. It's a nice. It's a really light.
I got 214. It's like chocolate and strawberry.
Oh, gross.
I got something from Miners that smells like strawberry or chocolate and strawberries, and I was told it wasn't strawberry, but it smelled it's so close. I don't know what it is. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you get that, Johnny?
Which one? I got Chief Logan.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yep.
Yeah, Chief Logan is pipe leaf, meadowberry, mint leaf, dark cocoa bean.
Yeah, it smells.
It's a weird one. It's definitely a unique one. I like how it ages. I don't like it out the bottle so much, but as it ages in the beard and it goes throughout the day, it smells better. Same thing with Sinatra from Boston Beard Company.
Oh,
out of the bottle, Sinatra out of the bottle for me. It's okay now that I got used to it, but when I first got it, it was just like, oh god, this is like awful. I thought he was fucking with me.
Really? I love Sinatra. I absolutely.
But now I like
Sinatra.
it. Now I like it. What's that?
I actually got some pomade that smells exactly like it because I wanted to match it.
Wait
a
minute.
Bit.
What is that? Is that a sample of Sauvage?
This is beard oil.
What is it?
Who makes that?
Tom Ford.
Oh, is that the Tom Ford one? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Would you spend like $90 on that?
No, I posted an Instagram post about it from Amazon. It's like $70 bottle of beard oil. I'm like, who would buy this? And somebody DM'd me and they're like, I have it. You want to trade for something? I'm like, yeah, let's trade.
Oh shit! Is
it good? Actually smells really good, but I mean, I haven't used it.
What's that, bergamot leather or something like that?
Well,
JG smelled it like puke. Oh no!
And then I think it's supposed to smell like this, like their cologne or something.
Mm.
But it smells way different. Like this smells like deodorant.
I have a sample of some expensive beard oil that I got in a Birchbox for Men. Like I was a subscription for Birchbox for Men. It's kind of like the beard bento box. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it's also skincare products, not just beard products. Like they have facial moisturizers, exfoliating creams, and all washes and shit like that. And there was a little tiny small ass bottle of beard oil, and it was supposed to be really expensive, but it was a little too greasy for me. I didn't really like it.
This crap sucks. Like it smells so bad. Like if we're talking about bad scents, like this is
which one is that?
This is Oud from pretty much every company out there.
Okay, the Universal Oud stank.
No, this is like the Oud. This comes from Beard Care Club, and it's just a straight up Oud.
Oh, the BBC.
It is so bad. It is disgusting. It's like the worst smell I've ever had. If anybody wants this, like literally, I will pay shipping and $5.
Please take it out of my. I don't want to ever even highlight this.
And be like, "Oh, this smells good," as they're like throwing up in their mouth. I'm gonna send this to Broncos fans.
Whoa,
Devin.
Whoa,
Devin, you also see now you have a. That's what he's doing. He's like spicing.
It's like
you guys
shots
up
fired out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
So you know what he's throwing down? He's like, "Hey, this is how we kill him off next season. Is we just give him some of this Oud, and the fans won't show up.
Some of this, thank you,
Oud. The fans won't show up. They'll be like wearing this Oud all the way around. They're all like, "Hey, we all smell good." People won't show up. They won't. They'll stop. They'll
so
fold.
many good fragrances now. I'm looking at my collection. I'm like, everything I have here smells good. I don't have anything here that smells bad to me.
No, I'm looking.
I freaking love them all.
The crappy ones.
I don't have any crappy ones. I gave them all away, and everything left over that I have that I felt wasn't good, that was crappy, I have in a box back there. Like it's just
Did you know Gucci makes beard oil?
I'm pretty sure they do. What's $65 for the bottle?
55.
55. That's not
that bad.
That's not that bad because a bottle of cologne for them is like $80 a bottle. So
that's not bad.
Right.
A beneficial
have
beard
you guys
oil.
bought beard brands higher in their gold label stuff?
No,
I've
I
always
own
wanted to
nothing
try
from Beard
Temple
Brand.
Smoke. Yeah,
I own nothing from Beard Brand ever.
I have some white label. I have some of their whatever their mid label is.
I mean, I've used it. The
silver label.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I have the silver label,
it,
and then I have the white label. I've always wanted to go. I just wanted to try Temple Smoke because I've heard it's so amazing.
Me too.
Like I've used it in store, like in the store.
Oh, what is it? What is it you've used it in the store? What have you been able to? I've never found a store that actually sells the
Target. They sell Beard Brand at Target.
Oh, like the white label. Yeah.
I've tried that and like in store, but I've never bought it.
Yeah, okay.
Google that right now.
In store.
What is that?
Google it.
CD?
Johnny. CD beard, CD all natural, and just look at the price. I don't know what the company name is. CD something. CD Beard Co.
See, I know Joe. I thought, yeah, that's what somebody told me that there's another company that sells something that's simple to Temple Smokes, and I thought that I would try them out, but I just have never gotten down that path again.
I'll give you some Temple Smoke.
Is that it?
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
I'll burn down your shrine.
I'm going to give you the religious beating.
But this,
I'll burn down your shrine,
you don't
buddy.
want the smoke. That's a new slang term. You don't want the smoke. That's like you don't want the
what
business.
Is that? What is that smell? What is that one? Is that?
This is their cologne. Beard Brand's cologne.
Oh, is that okay? What does it smell like?
Well, those are $30 a bottle. That's on sale, I think, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really smell that out of here, and I don't want to spray it.
There's something so the brand that I'm thinking of that sells this, it's something to do with a dog, and I can't remember. It's one of those dog, like, cause there's so many dog companies in beard oil, and I can't remember, like something Amber Oak or something.
Oh, that's Bad Dog.
Bad Dog.
Bad Dog, yeah. So Bad Dog sells an Amber Oak. Is that it?
Yeah.
And it smells supposedly exactly like Temple Smoke.
Holy shit.
Old Money. It smells like Old Money. I think Chris is sleeping.
Or Old Money. That's it.
Okay. That CD beard oil. That CD beard oil for the black tie beard oil and balm bundle is $49.60 every 2 months.
No.
Right here.
It's crazy.
Hi, Van.
Jesus,
Dad,
that's expensive.
food,
Oh, you have a kid.
bag,
Yeah, well, it's
okay?
I mean, this stuff's
Kevin.
so.
Now is your chance to slip
Whoa,
in a
what's that?
conversation. Devin, slipping in.
what's that? Is that Black Rebel? Is that
Mhm.
is that
That's what it
all
looks
ood?
like.
I mean, all emu?
Yeah, you want it?
No,
Here, Dad.
I bet you just want to bathe in this.
that's really
I just-
thick.
I
That looks
just
like a
love-
huge
like-
bottle of. J-
I literally just bought this because the bottle it was in. I was like, that's just like a cool piece to put on the shelf.
I like the bottle. I do like the
Like,
bottle. I just
Yeah,
don't like the
bottle is
look of
cool.
it.
The bottle
I
is
don't. I don't
cool.
like the look of the oil.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
It looks
fair.
like- it
That's
looks
fair.
like-
Because it's similar to something else.
Yeah, it looks
Oh, I
too
get
thick. Too thick and white for me.
Too thick and white, Johnny.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's
Come
still-
on. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
man.
Come on. No. No.
I like the bottle. I do like the bottle.
So,
I like the
so,
cork.
so
Johnny,
Joe says he's
no.
tried it before, and he says it isn't good.
The CD,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that good.
Oh,
I bought it because I saw the price and I'm like, this has to be something special. And it's
Yeah.
like apricot, avocado, grapeseed, argan, castor, almond, emu, vitamin E, Kentucky bourbon, and essential oils.
Kentucky bourbon.
It's really not that good.
Do you guys like the alcohol taste, the smelling ones, like the bourbon smelling?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
bourbon,
like-
I do. I
tobacco,
like them.
all day.
Yeah.
Han
Yeah,
Yonkers Two Fisted. It's like he's like here's beard balm, and then I'm gonna throw like 2 bottles of Jack Daniels in it because it smells exactly like Jack Daniels. I asked him. I said, "Did you actually put Jack Daniels in this?" Like, because he's like, "No," and I was like, "Okay," but it smells exactly like it. Like, you know. And that's the balm I use when like I'm gonna like really go drinking heavy. Like that's the one I use because I had the scent in there. It's like, you know, just gets
Did
that
you see-
mind
Did you
frame.
see Joe's comment?
Memoirs.
Joe, that's awesome.
Oh, Memoirs is one of my favorites.
Oh my! I had that last. I had just a sample that Han Yocker sent me the other day when I did a review for him, and I have to go buy it. It's so good. It's so good. I
it's
just got
very
the
good.
oil. Yeah,
Very, very
it's
good.
so good that you just can't even imagine. I was
Han
like,
Yocker's
blown
got
away.
some good stuff.
They
Yeah,
really
he's
do.
kind of like that quiet company that like is like really, really good, but is not really like plastered out there that much.
He has
but
a following of local guys.
Yo,
and he's
his
like he's
stuff is
exactly where
good.
he wants to be. He is
His
exactly
stuff is
where he wants to
really,
be.
really good.
Yeah.
Devin,
Oh.
if you haven't ever tried Han Yocker yet, make it your next purchase.
I haven't.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
I've heard really good
Yeah.
things, but I haven't.
Yeah,
tried it.
you have to get
Big
in.
on
That's
Instagram.
And start like if you what's your like scent profile of choice? Like what is your like when you go buy a product, what's the one that you look for? Is it a barbershop? Is it a tobacco? Like what's your thing?
Either like citrusy stuff or tobacco. That's typically my favorite.
So Humidor from Han Yocker
yep.
is a really good tobacco,
That's-
like Cuban
that's what
cigar
I've heard.
scent. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
it's
very
it's,
good.
Yeah, and I had his.
That's
So
what
I
I've
got
heard.
his Zenland, which is that's awesome. It brings me back to a lot of different thoughts of like I go into meditation places and it has that kind of vibe to it. I like it a lot. And then the North Country, amazing, like one of the best woodsy I've ever had. It is phenomenal, and it has so many different tones of wood, of forest in it, that you're just like I pick out, you know, this undertone of the woods, being in the woods, like fern almost. It's so good. I think he told me that the fig is actually what he puts in it that makes it give it that little bit of extra. Like that's the floor of the. It's so awesome.
Then if you like fruit striped gum, then you get striptease.
Ooh.
Because that's what striptease smells exactly like, fruit striped gum. But it's a lot stronger than fruit striped gum, of course. But it smells exactly like it. I have it smells so good. I have that in co-wash. I have that in butter, oil, all that shit. That's another thing too. He makes a really good co-wash. Not a lot of people talk about his co-wash. I got Avenue Blue co-wash from Han Yocker. It's like it's almost finished. I got to reorder.
Yeah.
But
So Hanyaker is dominant.
I was one of the first ones to get it when he got it, and I was like, dude, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Like that. Like it won I think it won a Beardy, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, and I kept thinking I got in on Hanyakers. I just bought 2 of his, and he is the nicest owner that I have dealt with. One of the nicest owners. I'm not going to say the nicest because I've dealt with a lot of owners, but he is one of the nicest owners that I know. He is so humble when it comes to just talking to him. Just blew me away about how nice he was.
Well, his name is Adam, and Adams in the beard community seem to be very nice.
Yeah, I would have to say Barden is another Adam. You know, that's another Adam I've been talking to Adam for a long time. I think I even talked to Adam way before I even purchased anything, and he was such a nice guy. So Adam from Barden. Super genuinely nice guy.
He will give you feedback on like your videos. So like every time I release a video, I shoot him a text, and I'm just like he's to the point now where he just gives me feedback because he knows I'm going to ask for it, because he's helped me as far as like color grading a little bit. Not like he knows a whole ton with like what to do, but he'll tell me like, your audio sounded super crisp this time. Did you do something different? And it kind of just started with that, and then like the coloring. And so today he's actually the one that I shot my Canon R. I shot the same exact footage with my Sony, and then put them together, and I was like, which one's which? Made a video for him, sent it to him, and he was breaking it down like super good. He's like, this one looks more like your regular videos. This one looks like the color looks a little bit different, blah, blah, blah. Like he was nailing it too. And then he's like, I'm guessing the video on the right is your Canon R. And it's like, yeah, you're right, dude.
That's awesome.
It's impressive.
I don't get feedback for my videos, so I never know like if
I'll give you
right.
feedback right now. You need to change your mic when you do your overhead shots because it changes.
Oh, because when I do my overhead shots, I'm filming with this camera, and the mic is like back here. So, but when I'm filming in the face in the front, the mic's over here. So the mic just change.
Well, you shouldn't ever. You film with your front-facing camera?
Yeah.
What? No wonder your videos look like crap. And I'm just kidding.
They're that bad.
No, they're not bad.
I think
you know what though, Tyson. So I'm going to say this: that Tyson is the guy that really, if you really need some really honest feedback about equipment, what to buy, and what Tyson's the guy to go to. He's told me I redid all of my studio lighting because, and I still have to go back and probably talk to Tyson again. But my first video when I got all the studio lighting, I was like, hey, I got studio lighting. Like that was enough. And he's like, no, you need to be doing this and this. And I'm like, okay, let me follow that up. And then I started watching more videos on how to set up better studio lighting, and it's gotten a bit better.
Nice.
I still have a lot more to go because there's just so much to making it a good quality video, and it has, depth and the depth of field and stuff like that. It's a science. Yeah. It's definitely a science.
I try asking like friends and family, like people I've been trusting for years. So like, oh, what do you think of my videos? And they don't watch it. Nobody watches it.
That was so sad.
Like, damn, man. Like, if anybody who I knew like wanted to start something on their own and like, just wanted to have like a little fun side project or something, I would support it. I would support it, but I get none. I get none.
I have that in the other room. My other room partner says, yeah, as soon as you get none of it is good, why don't you stop doing it? Chop your beard off, buddy.
Oh damn! See, they're not that hard.
Yikes! Yeah,
no. I got it cut pretty well this, but I like it. I like what this lady did to my beard. So I got a haircut yesterday.
Arc reactor out there,
and it looked good. Ooh, look at that!
It looks like an arc reactor from like Iron Man.
This is what you need. So if you are into photo or lighting, like you've probably heard of the Aperture 120D.
Oh yeah.
It's like a $800 light. This is the version of it. So this is like $120.
Oh, okay. Really?
And then you could grab.
And it has a big dome.
It's still too much.
Yeah, like I have a big dome, but I don't like big ones. So I just run with a softbox like this.
Oh, that's nice.
And so then you just mount this up on your light stand, and you can turn the temperature. So like I have one going right now for this video, and then I have this one because they're two different temperatures. So I'm trying to mess around and see like what temperature I like. But usually I hang this one as my backlight behind me.
Oh, okay.
My fill light.
Is it LED?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So, but I mean, for like $120 for a light, like you can literally shoot your whole video with just one light if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the one thing that you start getting into professional camera equipment. It goes into thousands. It doesn't go into. It's like the next jump up to getting professional stuff is $700-800 for lighting.
Yeah.
And then you see like people like Devin and Johnny like with their phones and stuff, and it's like, why am I spending the money on all this professional crap?
The day my channel decides to like, you know, gets monetized and all that stuff, and like actually have an actual decent following that interacts and all that stuff, then I'm like, okay, then I'll start pouring some money into it. But until then, no.
Yeah,
like,
but when
I'm
you
gonna
start
get the
pouring
cheapest
money
of the
into it, it's like the whole debate we had earlier. Like my vlogging camera was a $650 camera.
Yeah.
It's like, can I really tell that big of a difference between that and my $4,000 camera that I shoot all my videos with? Yeah. Like if I'm doing a side-by-side, like Adam picked it out, but on YouTube, people watching on their phones, watching beard content, it's not even tech reviews, it's beard content.
Right.
Like, do they really care or notice?
No, I don't think they do.
That's true.
That's why
like that's why you gotta like the passion, like Andy's in the same thing as like, you know, like we want the new camera and the new stuff.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's cool if you want that stuff and that's like part of your hobby and is like you want that stuff. But as far as like
so this
fuel
is
for
the
the
weird
channel,
thing.
I wouldn't do it.
Right, that's the weird thing. So this has turned into a thing about videography for me. And this the cool thing that I get to shoot is the beard products. So it gives me like a reason to go do the videography and photography.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the problem is I don't do it. My $4,000 camera doesn't move because I'm afraid to move the tripod because I want it in the exact same spot all the time. Like I don't take it out and shoot video or pictures or anything. I just grab my iPhone and do all that, you know, like.
Yeah.
Have you seen that comparison? So they've done comparisons between like a Red and then an iPhone. There was a video about it where they were doing like the cinema, and there's people that shot it's like a very expensive like professional video equipment. That,
I looked at one today,
movie used.
I realized just how much they were. I remembered like
they're ridiculous, way overpriced.
$14,000 just for the body.
You're not shooting a fucking like blockbuster movie. You know, you just
right.
you know, like
Hollywood.
But
yeah, exactly.
They did the comparison, and there wasn't a heck of a lot of difference. And it's exactly to his point. It just goes up to what is it you want to do, create wise,
right?
As a creator, and are you into just buying? Sometimes you do want that specific shot that you can only get with a sharp camera, and you'll know the difference, and maybe nobody else does. And that's on you. You know, that's about you wanting to create what you want to create. And if you're okay with, and most people really are okay with iPhones and Androids for their shots. I mean, it shoots in 4K. You can go to 24. You can change the frame rate. You don't have to do too much. It's like you have it on you at all times. So you could vlog. I've seen people use it. What is Peter McKinnon's brother's website? I can't remember who it is. He has a brother that shoots nothing. It talks all about doing iPhones. Sean Cannell talks about. So Media has the whole thing on.
It's not Peter McKinnon. Is
it somebody else?
It's Nick Nimmin and his brother D Nimmin does everything.
Okay, that's who it was. Right. I was like, last time you told me about him, but I associated
think Peter McKinnon does everything on a Sony.
He
and I know he switched to an R for a while, but I think he switched back to Sony.
Yeah, his. Have you ever seen him? He's awesome. But Think Media is an awesome place to get ideas for how to jump up your audio just a little bit. There's like $20-$40 sound equipment that you can hook up to your phone that sounds excellent. And Dan used for years, he used that Movo for it's like $30. The Movo, whatever it is. It's he used that instead of like a expensive like a Deity or a Rode.
Well, I just got this thing, and basically what it allows you to do is take an XLR mic, so like a professional mic, plug the XLR in, and then it goes micro USB to your iPhone. So you can use like a professional XLR mic through this, and put it in to your iPhone or iPad and record. Why I got this, I don't remember. I really don't. But it showed up in the mail today or yesterday or something. I was like, oh, well.
Why did I get this again?
Yeah, I can't remember. Like I ordered it for a reason, but then I figured out like I use the Zoom H4n Pro for my audio recording device, and then I have the Deity S Mic S2 for my boom mic, and then XLR into that, and then that goes into my camera and into my computer. So I'm actually like,
you're triple.
Well, I just split it, and like right now I'm using my Deity mic for this live stream instead of like a Yeti or something. Like I have a blue Yeti and a blue Snowball both sitting over there on my B-roll desk that I just need to sell or something.
I'm telling you that if you are looking, I think that hopefully I can still say this, that I am buying Tyson's another piece of equipment from Tyson next paycheck. So next Wednesday.
It's actually right here.
I have been dying to buy this one since I saw that it was like the same as the Rode Pro mic.
Right here, ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm buying that from him next Wednesday because I was like, he said, hey, I have a Deity D3 Plus. And I'm like, wow. I've been eyeballing that for months.
Yeah. Like all the reviews say it's just as good, if not better than the Rode VideoMic Go Pro Plus, but it's like $50.
Which is what they're shooting with. Yeah. And recording with.
And this company is actually a sub company of Aperture. Like Aperture owns these guys. So you got like the best company in photography and video making these. So
yeah, it's super, super nice. Good. And and so if you can, and there's so much on YouTube about how to just up your game just a little bit. And then it doesn't even cost. I bought a $40 Rode Mic Go. It's $40, and the audio became like twice as better when I did it. And it was like a game. It's like these little small things are game changers, and that's what keeps people coming back. I was told that worry about audio first. So Ken said something about that. He has really good audio, clean audio, and that is something that people can deal with. They said that they can deal with poor video, but they will not stay for poor audio.
Because even though it's video, we listen. Like, okay, so here's my thoughts on the video versus audio. It's because, like, if I'm watching TV, I said this the other day on somebody's stream, maybe it was yours, I don't remember, but it's like if I'm watching TV and I have it muted, I have to literally watch it and still might not know what's going on. You just see two people talking to each other, standing in front of you. You might not know what's going on.
Right.
But if you turn the TV off and only have the audio going, you're going to get the gist of what's going on in the show because you hear what's going on. So, and then you think about ourselves when we watch YouTube videos. A lot of times I just turn a video on for informational purposes if I Google something, or I'm just messing around in the studio, so I'll turn a video on and I listen to it. Like, nobody sits and watches YouTube on mute. Like, we all listen to it. Like, that's the big
Sometimes I do. Listen to it on mute.
Of course, Johnny does.
Johnny would be the one
that way I'm supporting my fellow reviewers. They get a view, they get the thumbs up, and then like if I want to, because I can't watch everybody, so like I'll set it up where I'll just have like all these videos playing.
You can, if you didn't spend so much time video gaming, you could watch everybody.
I do watch everybody. I don't really like watch, but I get I make sure they get their analytics in.
There you go. So Ken is using that Movo, and I highly suggest that Movo for somebody who's looking for a Amazon company that is $30 or $40. I think it's under $50, and it has really good sound. And honestly, Dan and several other people I know use that, and it's good. It'll step up your game.
Yeah, I'll wait till my channel makes some kind of gives back to me, and then I'll invest more in. I mean, I got this mic. I can hook it up to the phone. I've done it in the past. It's just it takes the time to get the wire right, the dongle to the iPhone, right. And just setting it up and it being a pain in the ass because the weight of the dongle itself starts to move the phone this way, and then I got to tighten the whole thing. So I figure, you know what, fuck it, just use the onboard whatever the iPhone's got, and that's what I do.
Well, it has a stereo. I think it has a stereo mic on it, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, your videos sound good. I mean, I honestly think some of the best things you can do for audio is just put things in your room so it doesn't have an echo. Like,
yeah, that's what. If you see behind me, I have like I invested in some soundproofing. I got them on my ceiling over my head. I watched a couple of videos on like where to place them. So like I got them all around me. I got them on my ceiling. I got on the left and the right to me. And then I have a giant drag blanket that the movers left behind, and I have that, and I put that around the opening of the basement. So like any sound from the outside of the basement coming down the stairs, it gets really muffled by that blanket. It's a pretty thick blanket, so every little thing.
I saw a video where they used just moving blankets to completely cut down on because they were in a huge warehouse.
Oh yeah,
they squared it off. They did.
I'll show you. Let me go grab it. I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah. That's a really great idea because it's almost the same type of material. I think we lost Devin too.
Well, I think he just turned his camera off.
Okay. He's like, hey, I got to go do some stuff.
So this is the drag blanket, right?
Yeah, I had somebody knocking on the door.
Super thick drag blanket that you put down on your wood floors, and you put furniture on top of this. And that's how you would move heavy furniture on wood floor without scratching it.
Furniture?
Yeah, the movers left this behind, but I use it for soundproofing.
Yeah, that's a perfect idea.
I have like a
there you go.
It's like a clothes hanging rack that I got in Walmart for like real cheap, and I throw that over. I use some clips, and I put it against the opening of my basement because I don't have a door to my opening. It's like wide open. See, I'll show you. See that stairs right there?
Oh, I get you.
I put that blanket right there. So like anything coming down from the stairs, it gets muffled and it doesn't come through at all. So.
Oh, that's nice. And then also when you get the cardioid pattern, like these microphones that we have, you're using just whatever you have the Apple headset, right?
Oh, this one. This is just a Samsung. This is just the headphones for the Samsung. I'm not using it for my microphone. Is this one, the Blue Yeti?
Yeah, so that's what you're using for the live. Yeah, see, and that has the cardioid patterns, so it just directs it right in front of you anyway.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good microphone.
Blue mics are actually some of the best mics. They sound so good. I wish like that you could get. I wish Blue would make
a higher end mic. Oh, okay.
Like a shotgun mic, like you can't use that snowball when you use a DSLR. It's only for your computer.
Yeah.
But they sound so good. It's like you guys have a whole market here that you could like get into with the DSLR world if you would just put an auxiliary port on it and let us hook it up to our cameras. Like
this, I can hook up to the iPhone, and not a lot of people know you can hook this up to the iPhone, and you totally can. It works. You have to use the iPhone's camera dongle. Because iPhone has a dongle that you can hook up like an external camera to it or something like that, and it has a regular USB port. And when I was buying it, the guy was like, "What are you going to do with that?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going to hook a microphone up to it." He goes, "You can't do that." I said, "Yeah, I can." He says, "No, it's not going to work." And I'm like, "Yes, it will work."
I'm Johnny Burns. Why?
I'm like I researched it before buying. I'm not spending like $35 on a piece of crap that's not going to work. Like I think I would know more than you do, right? I don't care if you work in the electronics department of Walmart. You go fuck yourself. And it works. And I did a YouTube video on it.
I've really enjoyed the Blue. So I used to listen to a podcast, and that's what he does his whole podcast on a Blue snowball, and that was I was like, hey, once I got it, and I've seen Dan on it. I've seen lots of actually people on it. So I was like, yeah, I'll go with that, and I got mine for like $30. So I was like, brand new. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'm not going to be able to. And then the people on my work, when I use it actually as my work microphone when I'm doing Zoom meetings, people are like, you sound so much better than everybody else. I'm like, well, it's because I'm trying to do some stuff with YouTube.
So for the iPhone, this is the regular like 3.5 millimeter jack dongle.
There you go. Yeah.
And then this is the thing you connect the microphone to. It's got a USB port, and it's got a port for the lightning cable to power the phone. And this goes into the phone, and it's for a camera. It's got a little camera icon on it and everything, but you can use it for the microphone, and it works.
That's awesome.
Yeah, things like
there you go.
$35.
What do you shoot? Do you have an iPhone? Is that what you have, Devin?
Yeah. Oh, Devin is.
Yeah, I just use my iPhone. Yeah.
So there you go. There's a great idea for inexpensive
I might have to
hack.
look into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And it definitely, I mean, audio definitely, just a little bit of extra audio steps up the game quite a bit on your videos. I've read so many articles about this now that I'm like, I was saving up money, and then something happened, fell in my lap with Tyson's, because that was my next purchase, was a D3. There's a D3 that's 99, and then there's the Plus, which is the Pro version.
Yeah. Like my channel just I'm over like 540 subs now. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like I'm like, all right, you know what? It's been 2 years. Let's invest in a camera. Save up for a camera, a legit camera. So like this time next year, I will be shooting my videos with like kind of like what Tyson's got in his hand there, maybe a version a little less, not so, but my price range for a camera is like $500-$600 what I'm saving up for to get a camera. So any camera, like any like mirrorless camera like that, like is going to be a higher quality than an iPhone, of course. So my videos are going to jump up a little bit in quality, and that's just because I want it, not because like I think it's going to help my channel anymore. That's just because like I want that quality now. It's been 2 years. So yeah.
Well, especially with 540 subs, I mean, that means that you put the work in. You've definitely put the work in. So
right.
Yeah.
How many? Where are you at, Devin? So you've been in reviewing for not a long time, like 3 or 4 months now.
I'm just over 2 months. I put out my first review like the end of March. So
good for you. And you're getting good traction.
Yeah, I think I looked earlier. I think I was at like 90 subs today. So
that's awesome. It took me forever to get past 100. It took me forever.
That first 100 for me, I was like, oh my god. I'm like second guessing, what the hell am I doing here?
I sat between 70 and 75 for like 3 months, 4 months at least. And then now I'm getting closer to the 200 mark. I think I'm at 173, 174 now. But that is like doubled in the last month and a half. I didn't have that many until like maybe 2 months ago.
My problem is like not my problem, but what I should have done was, instead of having Beard Therapy on a separate channel, I should have had it on my main channel. If I can go back in time now, I would have Beard Therapy on my main channel, because that channel has gone up. That channel has almost 200 subs in itself.
Right, which would make sense. So I did this with my channel, and I did instantly get the push for, I got like 20 more subs immediately. Mm-hmm. But then but I think my content I'm getting more views on, or more subs on my content now. That's when I'm starting to get I'm starting to see that. But I started really trying to push more content, and I got the better camera. I'm trying to change the format a lot on how I'm doing these reviews. Mm-hmm. And me and Caden we're getting kind of a thing to do, like a format to go through. Our unboxing's still kind of unmanageable at times, but at least the reviews are kind of going in a succinct way, where he hits this, I hit that, and then we just kind of move. But I still want to change it up.
Yeah.
See, there's Dave. He's stouting the M50s.
I looked into the M50. I looked into it.
It's a great camera and I was talking to him. It future proofs itself by the fact that you get this speed booster. For $150 more, you can still get this better picture, and you still have your lenses, you still have everything that you have for that one camera, and it's pretty lightweight. Yeah. Now, would I prefer to get I prefer to get the R5 when it comes out? I'm going to be drooling over the fact that Tyson has it. It's the next best thing since sliced bread. It's going to be awesome, and I'll be like, man, I really want to get that, but I just know that's when I have to go get the subs or something going, and not even the subs, like just some sort of side thing that's going to produce money for me to buy this equipment.
Exactly. Like I'm not going to pour new money into something that's not making money already. That's not a smart financial decision,
No, unless the videography has become the hobby. And so that's why I'm now pouring the money into this stuff, because that's become the hobby more than not that the beard stuff isn't. They're kind of like same, but it's kind of like the reviewing thing now is my hobby. Mm-hmm. And the videography is part of that. So, and I love that part. I just love I love talking cameras. I love talking tech, but I'm an engineer. So that's what I do for a living. I love that stuff. And I love to not talk about my work. I like to talk this as a hobby.
Because like think of, like in my end, the way I was going, like I was spending, like $30 a month for StreamYard alone. So that's $30 a month plus, the beard products is at least $30 for a combo, maybe a little bit more.
Right.
And it's just for making content and I enjoy the beard products. So I like because I have a beard and I like to use them and I like to make the reviews and everything like that. And it's part of the hobby, but the hobby's starting to cost a lot more money than it's not bringing anything in. You know what I'm saying? Like not bringing anything in.
I hear you on that.
So it's just like it's just like you're bleeding yourself dry financially, trying to keep this hobby going.
Right.
So like I cut a few things out. Like definitely I cut the StreamYard out, so that's going to be axed out. I don't buy as much frequently as anymore. I switched up, doing more different kind of reviews on actual men's care. I moved into shaving soaps, razors, which are like vastly cheaper than a
way
combo.
Cheaper than beard products.
Like the beard color cost me $10, and I got a great video out of it. Awesome traction in that video, a lot of views. Now I have beard colored companies emailing me asking me to do reviews for their stuff, and I'm asking for samples for that stuff. I'm not gonna spend $45 on a freaking beard care color kit that's like way more expensive than it needs to be, but like the Crema one was like $9. The Just for Men one was like $6, something like that. It was like,
no, you can't go wrong.
And Walmart, so like that's like perfect material for content, So,
but that's what's kind of cool about this is you kind of find, and that's what it's trying to find your niche, right? Because that's the one thing that each one of us has to do. Like Tyson definitely has his space down, his ranking. He has are you still doing your podcast? I think he still is. So he's still doing his podcast. He's still doing, and he has his website. He does the rankings. He has a lot of that already set up and formatted. So there's people that are going to try to emulate it, but he's already been doing it, and that's his thing. Dan has his piece. And when I talk to Dan, that's exactly, he says, find your voice, find where you're fit in. And I'll be honest with you, it's extremely hard to when you first start out, for sure. And then when you get to like 6 months where I'm at, you're like, now what do I do to change this up? And I've been working with a couple people trying to say, hey, how do I change my videos to be better content and something that's me?
Mm-hmm.
And something wants to watch. I tried to do the whole mindfulness minute, and I was getting like 15 people watching those.
See how it focuses on my hand and not on my face? Let me see if I...
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, see that? That's why I need a new webcam. I think that's my next purchase.
And there's some really decent ones out there for like $70, $80 or $60.
This one was $50. It's a Logitech from Walmart, $50, well, 49 something. And I think I actually used like Christmas money on it for some reason. Yeah, I had like a Christmas gift card that I got, and I used that to get it.
I got the 920C, I think is the name of it, and it's a Logitech, and it's nice. It's only shoots in 1080, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The StreamYard only lets you go to 720.
I was going to say, with StreamYard, it's only 720 anyway, so it doesn't make much sense to worry about getting on 4K or anything.
Yeah, when I went into, I remember Dan, I swore that Dan said that something he was able to shoot in 4K on some sort of streaming service, but I've never, you'd have like a bandwidth bill that would be crazy. You have to have really high bandwidth to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's just extreme amounts of data that you're shooting over 4K.
But even the OBS Studio that I use for the gaming stuff, that's 720. If I set it any higher, YouTube is like, your settings are not optimal. And it won't, and like you got to sacrifice latency, I think it is, to get higher quality when you're using it, and it just gives you like warnings that like it's not optimal. So like if I could stream a video game and you could comment something and I won't see it for like another minute later, so like that's not really good if you're playing a game and you're trying to interact with your audience and playing a game at the same time. Yeah, so like you have to get those settings where they're just like at that sweet spot. So
right.
So my gaming streams will never go over 720.
Now you have your own separate channel for, because I've seen some of your gaming, and I'm not sure if I subscribe to your other channel or if I'm subscribed.
No,
to
that's all on one channel. The Johnny Grooms channel is that's I have a gaming division of the channel, which is Grooms Gaming, and I have like just my beard care and skincare product reviews. I kept them all in the same channel because I was like, I don't want to start another channel. I have like
Right.
4 channels already. Like 2 I don't do anything with, and 1 is beard therapy, and 1 is Johnny Grooms. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep it all in one thing. That's gonna be my live. That would be my live, because a lot of beard channels have their lives. Right. At least my live is like, I'll read comments and stuff, but I also play games at the same time. So like, and I'm hitting multiple people, because let's say you have a game that you want to play, and Devin's got a game that he wants to play or whatever. We can play it. I'll be live streaming it, and we'll play together. So
Right.
And that was the whole idea about it. Like it's the I wanted to interact with the community through gaming, and I played Call of Duty with
You played with Camo, didn't you?
Yeah, I played with Camo, and I played with
Camo.
Oh my God, what the hell, Dave? Beard and Motivation. Me, Camo, and Beard and Motivation. Dave. We spent a night. We were playing, Warzone, and it was cool, and I streamed a little bit of it, and we had some good conversation while playing and stuff like that. So like that's the kind of live like I want to do on my channel, because everyone's got their lives, Scott's got the interview thing. Tyson's got the the Mike Tyson show on Sunday or whatever. And you got the reviewers table on Friday nights. So like my live, I wanted it to be gaming. That would be my live. And cool. I could do that like every night if I wanted, because it only takes like an hour and it's really quick. It's easy to do.
And then you're playing in the middle of game. You're just in the middle of it already. It's something you already doing.
Yeah, right. I'm already playing.
Exactly.
I play these games all the time, so I might as well throw them up. And do it like that. Yeah.
See, I thought about
Makes
doing
sense.
so. I thought about doing like a separate channel for more of my practitioner stuff, the meditation stuff that I do. I'm a meditation teacher, so I thought about doing it. I kind of got the no-go on doing that from my teachers, because they just were like, "Hey, that's kind of teaching our stuff." But
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I mean, that's where I learned it from, so I get it. So I was just like, I'm going to tone it down. I'll do some of the mindfulness moments from books and things that I've read, and maybe not so much focused on that specific thing. So I've been doing that, and I get some good feedback, like, "Hey, you should get more followers and stuff like that." But I said, well, I'm amongst bearded dudes. I don't know if they're really into Andy's mindfulness moments. I try. I mean, I do try, but I didn't get a lot of traction at all with it. So I was just like, but I was doing a lot of those. I was like trying to do like for 30 days straight, or at least I think it was like at least 21 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a video every day. And then I just wanted to get that experience of what it takes to be able to do this all the time.
Right.
And see if I got burnt out. And you do get burnt out of making a video every day. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's why I like these lives and stuff like that like I'm in. Because like I didn't have to shoot a video today. I got to shoot one tomorrow, probably for either Saturday night or Sunday. But like today I didn't have to. I was like, okay, I got the live later tonight. I'm gonna be on the screen, so like I don't need to shoot something today. Even though I probably should have. I probably should have for hey, cats eating plastic.
No.
Yeah, you can't let cats eat plastic.
We shot an unboxing today. That was fun. And we're doing like unboxings kind of like the way Mike is doing them, where it's just a mass amount of whatever we got in the mail at once. So it's just all done, because we like to focus more on the reviews, because that's what me and Dan talked about. Caden really likes doing the unboxings, so I was just like, he's my kid, and we'll do some of that still. He likes doing them. But the reviews are really our main focus now. And so we're trying to keep that formatted, and, where he's still funny, but not as off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
So that he's not, so we're just kind of keep that more formatted, but the unboxing still. And then what I noticed is like 2 days, you have about 2 days before you become stale and nobody's watching your videos anymore, especially at a lower volume, like a lower subscriber rate. Like you can release it, say, hey, in IG, hey, everybody, I'm doing it. I did this video. And then you have maybe that night, the next day, and then you don't get another view for a while unless you produce another video to make other people want to come back and watch your channel again.
Well, let me see. Like that's different with me. Like my videos, like views go up over time. Like what is it? The last one I did for a beard product was the Beard Tubes beard mints, right? That now is at 92 views. I think maybe because it's Beard Tubes, but I don't know. So other than that, the Viking Revolution unboxing one, that's gone up to 72. So like I play around with a lot of the like keywords and stuff like that to make my video
SEO,
like describe. Yeah, like I do a lot of that. So I make sure like that is, you know, to the T always, like always in the green. Like if you have TubeBuddy, you know what I'm talking about. If it's in the your numbers are in the green, then it's good. Then it's like, you know, it's being circulated out there and stuff like that. So that's how
Have you used that, Devin? Have you tried using that at all?
I've used it a little bit. Some of like there's so much that goes on with it
that's another thing that I'm paying for is TubeBuddy. Yeah, so I got to cut that out too. Now I know how to use it. I can do that without TubeBuddy. Like I get it now. Like
once you get the analytics, and you just need the numbers after that, right? Because YouTube actually gives them to you. You get a discount if you're under 1,000. Is that right? Because they want to help promote you using TubeBuddy and getting to that point to where you can analyze stuff. But the metrics are all coming from YouTube, so you can go into the video and actually into the video section, into your video channel, and pull the metrics straight out of there and do the same analytics if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Adam again.
But the one thing they do have is that keyword rating.
That is pretty sweet.
That is a good tool. Like if you put like beard in there, it's going to tell you like low or very low, you know, search results and shit, you know. So
yeah, I have totally played with that, and I have gotten a lot of value out of it so far because I didn't know what to. Because if you follow some of those people, they're like, "Hey, go look up somebody's. You know, you're making a video based off somebody's questions," and so I'm gonna start looking into a little bit of that, like answering questions about things through my beard reviews. Like, hey, you know, some question through Quora or through Reddit, and then trying to answer that question through a review that you're doing. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm interested to see how, you know, just change up the content just a little bit to kind of, because that triggers the algorithm if you're answering questions that people are looking up. Like, you know, hey, this beard oil is really good and it's from this company and they help promote beard growth. And you're answering, will this help promote beard growth, or what helps beard growth?
Another tip is like when you put your location for, let's say I put a video and I put like, I don't know, Minnesota on there, right? What you should do is you Google that area, that state, and you see if they're having any conventions, any shows going on, any concerts, right there, anywhere a mass people are gathering, and then you slap that into the location.
The location. Oh, okay.
Yeah, of your video. So that's another thing that helps also.
That's an SEO. That SEO game is crazy stuff. It's all to get to that, and I only seem to pick up people currently from IG. Some of I have subscribers that probably came over from IG. And then, but I know that if I ever say, hey, IG people, I've released a video, that's the only time when I see people show up and watch my videos. If I don't say that and try to use that as try to funnel them in, I don't get any views natively out of YouTube. I need to start working on. That's the reason why I got to start working on the SEOs and looking up if I can answer questions somehow through my video reviews, because I still want to do the reviews, but I want to use some questioning techniques to be able to get to that. You know, like some sort of weird. I've been playing. If you know, lately I've been trying to play with like keywords and things like that, or sayings that are different than me just saying Hanyaka review. I said something about him being a Hoosier from Indiana. Is this a good product? And then kind of asking that question and then saying Hanyaka review. Trying to twist it just a little bit so it's just not so plain. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to just change it up. And it's not. I have a good friend who also said, "Don't worry about your subscribers. If you have
don't worry about
loyal,
sub count.
Don't worry about that.
That's not the thing.
Yeah, get loyal people who will follow you, and if you can just keep building that momentum up from loyalty, that's where you're going to get your numbers. And just do it naturally, and don't try to worry about it and focus on it so much. It's hard not to do.
Yeah.
You ever looked at the countries that are watching your video? Like right now, my countries watching the videos like United States, Venezuela, United Kingdom, Canada. I don't know. People in Venezuela I don't really like to watch my shit. I don't know.
They're like, that guy, he can shave his head.
Yeah.
Look at him shave his head.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
It is always weird. I love the demographic lookups. Like sometimes that it's like China. That's not really a view. It's like some hacker person. But some of the other interesting ones, like where did that guy come from? Or somebody from different part of the States where you're like, whoa. I didn't even, it's kind of cool. Somebody in Maine is watching your video right now.
Yeah. I got 1,600 views from Venezuela alone.
1,600 views from Venezuela.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then for the United States, it's like, 6,300.
He's very famous in Venezuela, Devin.
Yeah, hey.
Apparently, man.
I don't know. What language they speak in Venezuela? Venezuelan? What do they speak there?
I think it's
Spanish?
It's not Portuguese.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
I think it's Spanish. I was thinking Brazil is Portuguese.
Brazil's Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah, Brazil's the only one I think is it Brazil and something Argentina is Portuguese. Maybe.
Then Singapore, I got 100 views from Singapore.
Still Spanish too.
Poor Joe. He's like just having a tough night tonight. Yeah.
It's all right, Joe, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't worry about it, Joe.
Yeah. We're still hanging. So I really do got to get out of here. My wife is about ready to bang down a door. She says, you're on those things until 9. And I'm like, when I get a good conversation going, it's hard not to, especially when we're talking about this stuff. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what sets, like me and Tyson and Dave talk about this. I could literally just get on a conversation and talk about an hour or two just to these guys because they're so into the content and creating it and coming up with new ideas and what equipment to buy to help create that better content. And it's just fun. It's just totally fun to me. And it's kind of like goes into why I'm a tech. I kind of forget sometimes.
I saw Tyson change out his battery. He's got is that Panasonic 18650?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have one of those. Yeah.
What is that?
Those are big high capacity batteries.
Oh wow!
If you ever take a power drill, right? They got those lithium packs, and you break them open. That's what's inside.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll show you. I got. Hold on. I use, if I still have it in here. Hold on here. Oh, I took the battery out. I took the battery out because I'm worried about it exploding.
Oh no.
Oh my!
I use I use 21700s, not 21700s. Is 21700s? Oh shit, that's leaking. Ah, it tastes so good. Yeah, 21700s. They're like the big fat high capacity batteries. They're huge. Oh, they last forever.
And what do you use them on?
Oh, vape. Those are for vapes. They go into devices like this.
Yeah, it looks like a stick of Burt's lip balm.
Jeez, this is a.
I know that's what I thought it was. I was like, is that a stick of chapstick or?
So basically, it's a device, and the battery goes right in here, and it heats up the juice, and
Oh, gotcha.
I guess is a tank full of CBD liquid.
Oh, that's the vape. Yeah.
Because my airflow is open. Oh, so I'm leaking. I need a tissue.
I'm leaking.
You're leaking under control.
That's expensive. It's expensive leak because that's my CBD. I mean, for a bottle is like 50 something bucks. I think the last time I checked.
So I was wondering if Tyson ever contacted certain companies, and we'll have to see about the CBD level. And whether there was, because I think he talked about the fact that some of the companies are saying that they're using like CBD oil, but it's like a drop. Or at least I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's wrong, but they're saying, because I thought CBD they're using as a carrier, not a
like a medicinal purpose.
Yeah, I
CBD?
thought that.
Like
what are they doing with? It's like if they say CBD just because if they put a drop, is it a true carrier oil or is it a? I thought it was a carrier oil. It was like an
I wouldn't. No, if you're gonna use that oil for, you wouldn't use it as a carrier oil. That that's something you would use for, the purposes of what it's intended for, which is like to help your, anxiety, inflammation, things like that. Like it's actual properties that it's used for. That would be the reason why you would buy it.
Right.
And also what it does to your to the hairs and stuff like that in your beard. I don't know exactly. I just know what it does for like my anxiety and helping me go to sleep.
Right.
As far as like the beard care stuff like that, I can't speak on it because I just don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking into because I know that I have a friend that sells it, and I thought it was instead of hemp oil, you're using CBD oil, which hemp would be a major oil. There's a lot more proportion of that than an essential oil. There's a couple drops of essential oil compared to a carrier, which has a lot more. So I thought that that's what it was, but it sounds like it's a lot different. That you only use a couple drops of the CBD, and then that's good enough. And that gives it its medicinal quality,
right?
Which is cool. I think that's fine. I just don't know enough about it to say.
Neither do I. That's why I can't speak on it because I don't really know.
Yeah,
like
I just know that I have.
Topically.
Yeah, I just know that the stuff that I got with CBD oil about a year ago is excellent, and it is really does feel good in your. It definitely is really good in your skin. I loved it.
Yeah.
I got it from this place called Bearded Lads, and then they're the ones who told me we can't ship this anywhere.
Oh.
Because of all these crazy rules, and you have to go through like some sort of third-party banking system to go be able to sell it online. It's a nightmare. That's why Fable has to. Why you cannot buy CBD oil and his regular line. Because there's a couple laws that prevent you from being able to sell it through like PayPal, or PayPal limits it. And so you have to go through some third party, like kind of not so kind of a shady payment. Not that they are shady. I'm sure he got some good one, but I know that it's like a third party type of thing. It's not like a PayPal.
That's what happening with Tex. Tex had a problem with Shopify because of the CBD that he was using in his products. He'd been using CBD in his products for a long time now. So they did a change where like they gave him a hard time and he had to do a lot of labeling changes and things like that for them so they can continue using the Shopify, something like that. I know they gave him a hard time recently about it.
Well, they will, and I've heard that, and there's more and more companies and that's what. So CBD it has a very small fraction of the psychosomatic or whatever it is, the psychotropic drug itself. So it's like 0.001, something like that. I mean, it's some really low percentage,
amount, like undetectable.
Like you're not going to get high off this, but it still has that piece is still in it, so that it's really highly regulated because of that. Still, that same reason, and it's about shipping it. That's the problem. That's why you can't ship CBD to a foreign country. I think that there's a no-go on, like, you can't ship it to Europe.
Wow.
So that's what I read that on an article a couple days ago because I was just interested in the whole, like, why is this such a problem? Yeah. But I also heard that hemp was a problem too, and hemp has zero psychoactive drugs in it. They're like, there's nothing.
Hemp is only a problem because they don't want to allow it to be used.
Yeah, and there's you can't smoke hemp and get high from hemp. There's just don't do it. It's the same family, but not. It doesn't have the effects.
I mean, there's hemp. There's hemp ets. There's hemp ets that have a lot of CBD in them. Like back in the day, I used to buy them. They come like a pack of cigarettes, but they're called hemp ets, and they're hemp cigarettes, but without tobacco and all that stuff. And it's basically just hemp with CBD in it. And it was a lot cheaper than buying like CBD vape fluid.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. The only problem is, as an asthmatic, not very smart to do.
Smoke
because
well, that's the reason why. So the reason why I got really into the essential oils game was because I read on an article that burning incense is really bad for you. And there's like a huge amount of cancer in like temples and things like that because of the incense that they burn.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a carcinogenic. Anything that's smoke is you're burning something, and that burning the ash and the smoke is actually what gets in your lungs and just really rips up your lungs. So it doesn't matter whether it's nicotine or tobacco, but in this case, it's like just incense, and you're not supposed to be doing that. So
he's a Broncos fan.
Oh, somebody's birthday. Yes.
What do we think of the Broncos?
It's just like
We like Chiefs.
Oh man,
we like the Chiefs. Yes, they do.
You don't have to. You don't have to listen to your dad. It's okay.
Oh,
you can be a Broncos fan if you want to.
You can grow up. You can grow and be somebody different. You can. You can be a Broncos fan
you're
or
your own person.
They're fighting.
So when I grew up, my kids were either Cardinals or Chiefs fans, and I didn't make it a choice. As soon as they got to 14, they decided they all would be different teams. So I have, for some reason, my daughter just likes Lion, so she wanted to be a Detroit Lion fan, and the other one, just because the Cardinals played them in the Super Bowl, became the biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fan ever. And I'm like, remember that catch, Dad? Remember that catch? Remember it? I'm like, shut up.
Damn.
Shut up. It was out of bounds. It was out of bounds. Even the referee said it was out of bounds. That was the Cardinals Super Bowl right there. We had it.
They went on the replay. They said it was out of bounds.
They did. That was a great. Did you guys watch that Super Bowl? It was about as good as that.
I don't remember.
It's hard to. I think that the second. I think because I'm a Cardinals fan, that was the first Super Bowl that I thought was the best Super Bowl. But the another exciting one was that crazy play with Seattle and Patriots.
Yeah.
The Chiefs won.
That by far, I was like, you were running with the beast.
Right.
And then you decided to throw some sort of crazy pitch play?
Yeah, that was...
What's your favorite Super Bowl at this point?
That's a hard one because I'm a huge Cardinals fan, but I will say that the Chiefs Super Bowl by far, because it was a team that I grew up watching all of my life and getting that experience. Because if you're a Chiefs fan, you were dying for something even to get into the playoffs. I mean, I remember when the best player was a kicker.
You were dying every game because they were losing every single game in the playoffs. And then you were dying in the Super Bowl because you're like, oh, we finally made it. And Andy Reid, you suck. You can't get the Super Bowl to save your life. And
I thought this was another one. I was like, oh no. And then the Chiefs just pulled it out. I mean, I was just and that was that good feeling that I'm rooting for this team all of my life. They were a horrible, horrible team for so long, and then they did something amazing. And that was a good feeling, as being a fan, that's like one of your top feelings, I think. It was like, so I actually saw this live. The Diamondbacks won that year of the 9/11. So the Diamondbacks won the World Series in Game 7 in the bottom of the 9th. That like ruined baseball for me, honestly, because I was at that game in the stands. And they won in the bottom of the 9th, which is everybody's like, it's at the bottom of the 9th, and you got 2 outs, and game is on the line, and they pulled it out. It's crazy eruption. Everybody in the stands was your friend. It was crazy good. But yeah,
I have gone to a Broncos game before though, and I don't know. Devin might not be alive at the time, but it was the 500th Monday Night Football game. It was freezing, and they played the Raiders, and they got destroyed in Denver, and the Raiders destroyed them. And the Broncos fans were fighting the other Broncos fans. Like, I saw more arrests at that game.
Wow.
Like, the Broncos Stadium is, like, awful to go watch a game at.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
No, yeah. If the Broncos lose, all hell breaks loose. It's terrible.
Really? Jeez.
It's not like that at the Cardinals. The Cardinals are always like, there's some Cardinals fans that were Cardinals fans, and then there was, now we're Cardinals fans because we live here, but we have a primary team still. which is
And the Chiefs fans are just like, win or lose, it's like, here, do you want a barbecue sandwich?
That's right.
They're just handing out barbecue as you're walking through the parking lot.
Yep, absolutely. It's all about tailgating and just being a Chiefs fan, and it's been like that since I was a kid. You know, there wasn't. You just went. It was a football game. It was cold, and it is really cold. Have you guys been to like that cold of a stadium? I don't know if Denver was. Well, you said Denver was that cold. I've been to Arrowhead when it was that cold.
When we got out of there, it was like -5. Like I was frozen. It was
Arrowhead gets that cold, and on a cold Sunday, it'd be like -20 wind chill factor, and you're going to a football game, and it's just so cold that I had a friend that went
booze to get you through. Like you need room's level of booze to get through.
It's like antifreeze. It's like antifreeze for your body. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes you colder.
Yeah.
You drink, it makes you colder. It lowers your body temperature.
Yeah, which is so. I think I was like 14 when I lived in Missouri, and holy moly, I tell you, it was probably the coldest place I've ever lived. Coldest place I've ever lived. And Arrowhead is like playing Sunday night football or Sunday morning football games in -10, below freezing. A lot of games. It's so cold. You're just relying on somebody to be really big next to you.
Yeah.
Please let me get the chubby guy.
That's me. I'm the chubby guy.
Yeah.
I just don't hug anybody.
I don't watch NBA or MLB, but
Your skin is prickly.
hockey a little bit. Football is where it's at. Some wrestling. Tennis if I'm really bored and need a nap. Like I'll just put some tennis or golf on and take a nap. But
Speaking of wrestling, this Sunday is Backlash.
oh, well, there goes my live stream.
See, I used to love Wimbledon.
Does it really affect your live stream? It does really?
A lot.
People can't watch. I watch both. I have your live stream up and I have the wrestling up.
I lose like on average 20 people if wrestling's on.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Like Adam Barden, he won't be there because he'll be watching. I'm like, can't you watch it on your TV and watch the live stream on your phone? Like
that's what I do. I got two screens, so I'll have the Mike Tyson show up on the left hand corner, and on the other monitor I'll have the wrestling up, and that's how sometimes I'll do the updates for you. I'm like, oh, there's somebody won or whatever,
That makes sense.
Yeah, like I say this, I have never got into wrestling. I wrestled when I was in high school, but that's a different wrestling, right? And I've just never been able to get it. UFC all day long. I could watch UFC all day long, and I love UFC.
And that's what happens with me with like Saturday Night Hype is like I'll have it on my phone turned down because I'm watching UFC.
Yeah, UFC is good. I was a big fan of the Iceman when he was still around.
Oh yeah, Chuck. He was awesome.
Chuck Liddell. Yeah. And so, and I like I think Connor still has a lot of. I just like his personality, the way that he carries himself.
For the third time.
I know. Yeah, I know.
It's all just a money ploy to get the fight he wants.
Yeah,
he
he
wants to
just
fight.
holding out for his money.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
He's not going to retire.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't retire either because, Mike Tyson's coming back. He's going to fight again.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
He's
training some kid now. I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen him training that kid. That kid is getting like the most valuable lessons from Mike Tyson ever. He's showing him how to punch and how to
bite the ear.
Bite the ear. No, he was showing him how to throw those body shots, and I was like, "Yeah, that's how you do it."
I don't think Fight Island's happening anymore because they're letting them fight in Vegas. They just don't have a crowd.
Corona. Remember, it's Corona.
That's a Corona.
Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here. I got grandkids and folks saying, "Hey, when's Granddad coming back out?" We want to see his
you haven't got the door kicked down yet.
Yeah, I didn't say it. I was waiting till like the door opened up and the little partition was flying at him.
What's going on? It starts rumbling around. You're like, you just see the camera go dead. You just see like movement. You just hear banging and you hear some sort of like movement in the background of craziness. Struggle. The struggle's real.
Now.
But anyway, it's almost 9 o'clock here. And my wife actually said that. I said, I never go to 9. Who could ever go to 9?
That's easy.
It is easy because
It's
you
very
just
easy.
great conversational. You know, it's good conversation.
Right.
So
You start talking beards and cameras. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Food?
hours.
You start talking
Hours.
about food, cameras, you know,
Food, yes.
forget about it, man.
Food too.
It's just
forget about
Time's
it.
up.
it goes,
You know
it
what
goes off the rails.
So I'm going to say this, that I think my problem is I'm the same way about food as I am about beard oils. I have this very open policy on smells as well as food. I will eat anything.
Are you eating?
And I'm not picky about anything. Like I wouldn't say, hey, I won't eat a well done steak. I ate a well done steak all my life until I found out that medium well was better. Or medium was better.
No, it's supposed to be well done.
Yeah. But my dad
Are you
said,
kidding me? Are you serious?
he is. He
Oh, I'm
loves his
dead
well
serious.
done.
I'm dead
But my
serious.
dad's a well done guy too. So my dad will not go to a restaurant if they can't do a well done steak. And it has to be like almost jerky for him to eat.
How long does it take you to finish that well done steak? Like how long are you chewing for?
Not just well done. It's got to be well done with A1. Like that's
that's the whole thing. He's masking that well doneness with A1.
When I was really into steaks and eating, like when I was eating meat, because I don't eat meat anymore, but I did eat meat for a long time before I decided not to eat meat anymore. I could not have a steak that wasn't a little bloody, a little pink in there. I couldn't. A well done. Oh my god.
Yeah, I ate that all of my life until I found that medium rare was like medium rare was like my thing. And once I tried it,
really good.
My mom was a rare done person. It's like it was still mooing, I think, a little bit.
That's nasty.
It's
that's just nasty.
that really does taste kind of like it does taste a little too not done. But I'll do I'll do a medium rare, and I think that's delicious.
What about chameleon?
Well done. Have you tried anything? Have you tried medium rare or just medium? Have you tried it?
I've tried like a medium, and I can't do it. I don't know if it's like a psychological thing, but I just cannot do the pink. I can't do it.
Yeah, see, my dad's the same way. He just will not, and he will take it. He will turn it back, even if it's just like what the company, because there's a spec for well done, and it's a little bit of a range. He wants it towards the jerky side of well done. Like it is, like it's so dead that it's not going to be moving for a long. It's jerky.
That's right.
Do you get grossed out because you think like it's not cooked, like it's undercooked?
I don't know.
Like I don't know. I feel like that might be part of it. Like I think a lot of it's texture. Like I just don't like the texture of it if it's not well done. Like I know everybody's like, oh, you have to chew it for 30 minutes. I'm like, that's fine. I'd rather do that.
Right. Well, that makes sense because texture is a lot of people's thing for why they don't eat certain foods.
It has to be texture.
Yeah.
Texture and then smell.
Your body's still going to process it, handling it. Like any other carcinogen like thing, it's still going to handle it the same way. So whether it's well done or medium, it's got to be a texture thing then. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's sometimes with a lot of I know that I don't like cotton candy for that same reason. I just will not eat it because of the texture to it. It's like that cotton feeling that
it's air.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like I don't like cotton not swabs, but cotton like balls.
Okay.
Just because of the texture. It just wigs me out.
If it has sugar in it, I'm game.
If it has sugar in it, yeah. I'll eat the if you smush it up for me, I'll eat it.
So you like that cotton candy that comes in like the tube, right?
Yeah,
like $1,
it's just sugar. Like the sugar stuff that just comes into your and pixie sticks. Yeah, the pixie sticks, right?
Pixie sticks.
Yeah, like you're. I breathe in too much of this dust.
Pixie sticks are the gateway drugs. That's the gateway.
It is. It's like
you go get the giant tube. It's like freaking you. Like, oh my god, where's my camera at? Like this.
Right. I think it's huge.
You know what I like about those giant tube pixie sticks? As you eat it, right, your saliva kind of solidifies the pixie sticks on the end, so you have no choice to like wring it out with your teeth. I love that.
You have to like bite it. Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, that is the best. Yeah. But that's what I figured out because I was like, why do everybody else is so picky about their scents, and I don't like that kind of scent, and like certain reviewers only like fruit scents, and I'm like, I like it all, and people wonder why you always say you like everything, and I'm like, It's because I like everything. It's hard for me to say I don't like something because I like variation. I like that kind of different things. Like I've eaten snails. You know, I thought it was really good with the sauce we had. So I've eaten things that other people would be like, "Oh, how could you have ever eaten that?" But it's like, but that's the way. That's what a foodie does. A foodie is about the food and the experience and the ambiance and everything that goes with it.
Like I can't eat I could never eat like oysters, you know, mussels,
so nasty.
Clams. Like I could. It's too slimy.
Yeah, you're
for
a
me.
texture dude. Yep.
The slimy. It's
the texture. Yeah,
and
so that makes sense about you.
There's a huge debate on whether or not they're vegan or not, because those like oysters and stuff like that, they don't have a central nervous system, so they don't feel pain. So there's a big debate on whether or not those products are vegan or not.
This is what you were talking about, Johnny, the professional bastard.
Yeah, that's the new one. That's the new one coming out. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's a citrus scent.
It's like a clean, refreshing blend: grapefruit, sage, orris root, orange, pimento, oak moss, amber, nutmeg, and oud.
Yep.
Oh, it's another oud.
Yeah, it's another oud.
I don't know. Like I'm 50-50 because I feel like his scents have not been that great lately.
And I've never had any of his.
Need to try
I've just
Lux.
heard. Yeah, me neither. I've never tried it, and it's
Well,
just
if you're gonna
because
try Lux, you know.
Look at what the pipe did to my leg.
I have heard that he is awesome, and I've seen live streams with him. I have seen him on was he on IG where he just had like the lounge where he was just hanging out smoking a pipe and drinking some whiskey or something.
That's good.
He does that a lot. Like, well, he used to do it like every Friday night, and he'd do it on IG and YouTube. But it's like hit or miss now when he does it.
Yeah, Lux's Lounge.
He just moved, and he's been remodeling his house and building his garden and all that stuff. So
that's crazy good.
He has an amazing like thing where he throws coffee pods into the Keurig, or at least he tries. And there's like, I don't know how many, there's like 70 some little clips of him doing it, and each one is funnier than the next. It's hysterical. It cracks me up.
Yeah,
every now and then I'll just watch that.
Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. The wife is now texting, and pretty soon there will be some banging.
I don't have that problem.
One day, my friend, you will have a wonderful problem.
One day, and then you're gonna look back at tonight. You're gonna look back at that time. You were like, "Oh, I remember when I said I didn't have that problem, and now I have that problem."
The problem is he's not gonna like streaming anymore because he ain't getting any on the stream nights.
That's true.
Yeah, see.
Gotta pay the taxes.
You need to be like, man. And then you're gonna build the resentment. The resentment's gonna set in, and you're gonna be like, "I should never got married. I was
never
free.
Get married. This is
I was
horrible.
free. I was a free man."
Oh.
I think honestly, if I take a look back at my best moments, it's definitely being married has been a blast and having kids and stuff. But I think that the freest moments I ever felt where I didn't have as much was when I was your age. Just enjoy the heck out of these moments because they will not last forever and they are very fleeting. Like in 4 years, it'll flash by. You'll be in med school. Once you hit med school, game over. Game over. You're working crazy shifts. And then all of a sudden, all you're worrying about is what medicine I'm going to be practicing. And then it'll turn into I married somebody. And then you're worried about, it's just snowballs. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that you're in this moment where you're worrying about playing basketball. That's the extent of your worries right now.
Yeah, man, take advantage.
Play basketball. Exactly. You're not worried whether your group. Like this last month, my group got moved into another group, and do I want to stay in this job because I've been here 23 years, and do I want to leave the company or stick it out with this company? And even though I kind of don't like the move they made,
right.
I'll tell you what I told my brother.
You have kids.
So my brother, he was getting he was finishing up his master's degree. He got it now. But when he was in school, I told him, I said, look, you have the world is in your hands right now. You're about to get your master's degree. You don't have anything holding you down. No ball and chain. You have no kids. You have no wife. You got nobody telling you what to do. You could do whatever you want. You can go travel. You can work anywhere. You can go all over the country. You can do whatever you want. So I tell you that. So you have that. And I told my brother that, but what he did was immediately after I told him that, 2 months later, he got married. Yeah, he ended up getting divorced.
Oh man!
he ended up getting divorced, and it was a bad marriage, but like he didn't listen to me. He didn't listen. I told him, like, yo, he's like, you do whatever you want. You don't have to, like you
do whatever you want.
If I was to go back, I would travel more. I would have traveled a lot more.
I said, do whatever you want. Don't get anything to hold you down, like to hold you back from doing what you want to do. Right. And he went through an entire year and a half of just like misery with this woman, and finally got, they got divorced, and now he's way happier. Like now he's like, I should listen to you back then, and I was like, yeah, you should listen to me. And that's it, man. Just just
my words of advice, and I think
live life,
Dev will have you on again.
Live it up.
I think, yeah, definitely.
Live it up.
If I was to go back, it's a young man's game. That's for sure. It's a young man's game because. And all of us older guys are looking back going, especially I'm the oldest guy in this room right now. I'm old man Hubbard over here with 10 million kids. So I have like 6 kids, 4 grandkids, and they just keep producing more grandkids. And I'll tell you, it's a young man's game to enjoy and go travel. I wish I could have done more traveling.
That's why I told him to do that too. I said, travel, go get your passport, hit the street, just crazy stuff, get into trouble, like fucking, and just nothing like, highly illegal, and you're gonna go away for a long time.
Don't go to jail. Yeah, don't go to jail.
Just a couple of bar fights.
Yeah, that's it. And
know what a bar fight is.
Just make sure all this is good, because that's the money maker right there. When you go in interviews, that's got to be nice and clean. You got to have all these.
I go get married and divorced at least twice more.
You can do that a couple times. You can live our lives.
He's like at least, but not the most. Just
at least two. At least two.
At least 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
well, if you get like up to 6, you get some sort of discount, I think.
Well, I've done it right every time. Like, I've never combined things when I got married. Like, it's like get married to plan to get divorced, so it's like I've never really lost any, had to split anything, some stuff, but not bad. And
don't make that joint bank account. Don't do that joint bank account shit, because you don't know whose money's who. You have no idea whose money's who.
People bounce their checks.
Give them this is your allowance, the rest is mine. I make the money. That's why you date, marry people that are still in school, because it's they're not making very much money. So you're kind of supporting them, but the money's yours because they ain't making crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that I do get much better. Me and Christy split our banking accounts, and I learned that from my first marriage. Because then you'll just yell about money mostly. But if you have your own separate money, if they bounce their own account, that's on them.
Yeah,
that's them who didn't mismanage. But if they mismanage all of your accounts and you are don't have money for food, you'll be a lot more mad.
That's why you don't let them manage it.
Yeah, you just give them allowance, right?
Yeah, you give them allowance and you manage it.
Right. If you're better at money management, so Christy's the money manager in our family, and I just get an allowance. I'm cool with that. I have so much busy other stuff to do that I'm cool with that, even though I make a majority of the money.
I don't know. I mean, I choose to be the manager because I filed bankruptcy before because I've put myself into bad situations. So now I've learned my lesson, and I'm okay, now I'm not very frugal with money still. But I mean, what's more important? Should we have mac and cheese for dinner or sirloin steak? Well, if we have mac and cheese, I could probably get this new camera sooner. So mac and cheese it is. You got to make those important decisions.
Well, savings accounts and having something for retirement, things like that. Stuff that,
retirement, when you're 20. 35. I haven't even thought about that yet. I'm more worried about the R5.
I'm on the other end of that retirement.
The way we're going, everyone's retirement is not going to mean anything anyway. I mean,
401ks. Yeah, 401ks. I had my friend who lost $100,000 this last couple months. It's just crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, when you get to my age, you're you have probably invested $300,000 or $400,000. So
I'll tell you how much right now.
If you do some,
how long my things are.
Yeah, my 401k dropped by over $10,000 since the first of the year.
Look at my bank.
I mean, I know it'll recover, but
I'm at if this would.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It's not anything to worry about.
I invested $300 into the stock market when COVID hit. I'm up $46. That's it.
You didn't.
There you go.
Did you use my link?
I started that way before I knew you had a link.
my Robinhood link. Like I'm like ready for some free stocks here.
I push mine, but no one cares. No one sees the opportunity. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm going to sell everything." No, I'm buying now. I'm buying,
right now is the time to buy.
Yeah, I'm buying like a maniac. I bought like
doing that.
I bought like 27 shares of this cannabis company.
Me too.
And and then I sold it all to buy like the S&P 500 dividend stock and all that stuff. And I've made a lot more. That's where that $46 jump happened when I did that shift. And then early in the week it was like 380, but I think yesterday was a bad day. Yesterday a lot tanked yesterday.
Yeah, most of my money is invested in AMD.
Oh, the processor chips.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I would go into like airlines and everything travel, because as soon as this is over and everybody opens up again, like I was watching a YouTube video where this guy invested into those massage chairs, because the massage chairs are going to be used to have be a waiting room area for the people to test for COVID. So like he invested into these massage chairs that are in airports, and he made like I think thousands of dollars. I got to see the video. I'll link it to you. But it was a crazy hunch he had. He was like, I'm going to invest in those chairs, and it worked out for him.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, I got to get out of here. I've already started hearing the begging.
You sound to keep conversation going. I want to see how far this could go before he gets attacked.
I started already hearing banging. I was like, okay, the banging is started. Yes. Go travel, Devin. Travel. Travel far away. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming on in.
All right.
Later, everybody.
Bye.